My car go vroom, my maid got a broom, my house got a room for some rooms with a view. I'm driving real slow like I'm running on fumes. I'm driving real slow like I'm running on fumes. 30 on the dash. Yeah, we riding slow, but that money moving fast. Look at all this cash. Yeah, we riding slow, gotta watch us when we pass. Throw some money in the air like you really don't care, oh yeah. But that money moving fast. Throw some money in the air like you really don't care, oh yeah. Yeah, we riding slow, gotta watch us when we pass. I just put your mortgage on my neck, and you looking teed off like a golfer, you upset. Why you mad? Why you mad? Tell him why you mad. If you need a loan, you should probably just ask. If you need to get it brown, I can send a bus pass. I be in my suite with a bottle must have. Top shelf, everything we elevated, and we just keep on pouring up. Man, I'm glad we made it. Feels so good to be so rich, ain't gotta worry about it. Why we only doing 30, ain't no hurry about it. Bust down for my bust down, carrots and the clarity. They tell me that I'm giving like I opened up a charity. 30 on the dash. Yeah, we riding slow, but that money moving fast. Look at all this cash. Yeah, we riding slow, gotta watch us when we pass. Throw some money in the air like you really don't care, oh yeah. But that money moving fast. Throw some money in the air like you really don't care, yeah, we riding slow, gotta watch us when we pass. M-O-N-E-Y, you know I say fly, cause I'm that guy. I be doing 30 and then 55, and you know why. Top down, bass bumping out the tweeters. Told these groupies get it grip like some tweezers. I don't see it now. I don't need you if you're trying to suck me dry though. No, they lying, they can't look me in my eyes though. Where were you when I was trying to survive, bro? Now my watch don't tick, 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 tick through. 30 on the dash. Yeah, we riding slow, but that money moving fast. Look at all this cash.
Kickflip, frontside nose grind. Crooked grind, nollie heel, must go. Flip is so good. Beautiful. It was pretty much perfect. So much control. That is going to be a big score coming through.
What is going on right now?
Welcome to the World Skateboarding Tour World Cup Rome 2026. We are live from the legendary Colopio Skate Park, just steps away from the historic Colosseum in the heart of the city. This iconic venue is set to host the best street skaters as they battle for World Cup glory. It's here we begin the journey to LA 28. I'm Mark Churchill, and joining me down on the course is the Socrates of 360s, professional skateboarder Ryan DeCenzo. Hi, mate.
Dude, I'm so good and so hyped to be here. This is going to be a crazy night of skating.
It really is. Now, this is the 5th time that we've been on this course. What does that mean for everyone skating today?
Basically means that these skaters have seen this course before for years. They've possibly skated it, and they're here. They're going to push the level harder than ever. They know what tricks have been done. They know where they're going. It's going to get crazy.
And speaking of this iconic course, Ryan popped down here a little bit earlier for a closer look.
Wow! This course is so sick, so nostalgic. We've been coming here for 5 years now. Let's take a closer look. These quarter pipes up here on the deck are used for 2 different things. You can either drop in and start your run with like more speed than ever, or you're gonna come back up, do a trick up the step up or up the bump to rail, whatever it takes. Keep your flow to get back there for that big section and get the points. Here's the clock right here. All the skaters are gonna be looking at this thing when they come up. Oh, what? I got 5 seconds left. You better be quick. You better be turning around, going for that big rail, that big hub of the gap. That is the buzzer beater trick. That's your banger. Trying to make it to the finals. So that bump to rail is super gnarly. That little bump launches you up high, as you saw Angelo float into that front board. Like, you got a lot of time in the air to come down onto that rail. That's a scary rail any way you approach it, off the bump or all the way from the top. Yeah, Chloe. just do a trick with a jetpack on? Or is that ice pack? Oh, ice pack. Yeah, it's hot. It's that hot out here. Sora's melting.
So hot.
Get it. When the guys are on the side of the course, they got this. This is their scoreboard. You get your line score, you check it, you see which position you're in. If you're in the spot you want to be, you're hyped. If you're not in the cut line, you might be stressing. Time to put it down. Simple as that. So we got this out ledge over here on the side of the course, not being utilized a ton. It's catering to the tech skaters. We got this really sick bump to slightly down rail. We're definitely gonna see some guys hitting it, doing some techie stuff. Get out there and kill it. That's Richard, he's the king of heel flips. We got this middle section here. These guys are using to keep their speed, keep their flow. They're using this bump to pump and get back up to the big section. Also doing flip tricks over it. There's a lot of different options right here for the skaters. Wow, Sora, cab back tail. That is the gap to hubba. It's kind of low, it's long, and it's slick out here with the hot wax. Here we go, Juni, switch 180 crook. Taking a trick out of my bag, dude. I like it. That's what that hubba wants. It wants nose blunts, back nose blunts, cab nose blunts. Play the Naja cab back nose blunt clip.
That was amazing, mate. And someone who's really enjoying the course as much as you is Julian AGLIARDI, right?
Yeah, I spoke to Julian yesterday. He's super hyped on the course. He's not scared to flip into the big rails. He's got all these new techie tricks that he could take to the hubba. I'm excited to see what he brings.
I'm excited for him getting into his first finals, but the only American out there to get through. But let's take a little look at this to get to know Team USA a little bit better.
Skating for Team USA is great. We have some of the best support and help, exactly what you need in a sport like this.
Full of new riders. I mean, we have Julian out there, which is great. We have Christian. Unfortunately, Naja can't be here due to the head injury he just sustained. Paige is one of the greatest female skateboarders in the world right now, and her tricks are getting to the point where she's going to be in real contention going into LA, which is huge for us.
Being the #1 skater for the US going into LA 28 is amazing. Definitely like good for the confidence, but also a bit stressful. What sets me apart from the other girls is definitely like my switch skating. Literally why I'm at these contests.
I do feel ready for this level of competition, but I'm just gonna go in it, just be positive about it and just have fun. At the end of the day, that's all you gotta do is just have fun, and then you'll do your best.
Seeing Julian come from Team France to Team USA is pretty crazy, but I think it's great for him.
I think you picked the right team.
I am really flattered that people are saying that I'm the secret weapon for the USA. I feel like if I think about it too much, I might stress out about it, but I don't know.
Heading into LA 28, it's mostly about building my confidence and growing as a person.
My only goal left in my career is really to win Olympic gold. It's about the only thing I want at this point, and so I feel like I can do that best in street.
I mean, my main goal is hopefully make the Olympic team, have fun, visit new countries, make new friends.
What happens, happens. As long as I put it all out on the line and do what I know I can do, then it should be great.
I think the biggest thing is belief. I think it's preparation. So I know these judges, I know these courses, and I just carry that with me. You can't tell I'm all about American competitors. We should be dominating LA, and that's the plan.
Well, joining us right now is a member of that team, Mimi Noop. Hiya.
Hey there.
So Mimi, I got a question for you. I gotta know, obviously USA has the best skateboarders in the world, and how do you decide who you pick to get out here for this event?
Yeah, so after we were in Sao Paulo, we knew we had a short break until this event in Rome, which was the kickoff to the LA qualifying season. So we hosted an online video contest, so we knew there was a lot of talent out there. And that sort of resulted in, I think, 11 new skaters into the field for park and street. So, yeah, Julian's one of those guys. So, yeah, we're excited with how it turned out.
So what was your plan for Julian at his first World Cup event?
Honestly, our plan was just for him to come and have an experience to start building. And he's in the finals, so clearly he's surpassed that. I think, yeah, we've yet to see what his potential is here. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for joining us. Great insights. We'll let you get a good seat back with the rest of the team. And Julian is certainly on the road to LA 28. Let's find out how you're going to get there.
In 2028, the Olympic Games will take place in Los Angeles, California, featuring 4 skateboarding competitions. The minimum age to compete in LA 28 is 14 years old. Olympic Qualifier Phase 1 allows any skateboarder to begin their Olympic journey through their national federation. Olympic qualifier events include World Skateboarding Tour World Cups and World Championships. Each national team can register up to 3 athletes per event. Up to 6 additional athletes per nation may earn entry by ranking in the World Skateboarding Ranking Top 30. At World Skateboarding Tour events, athletes compete for contest placings. These placements convert into ranking points. The World Skateboarding Ranking considers ranking points from the past 18 months. The top 44 athletes per gender and discipline advance to Olympic Qualifier Phase 2. Each field will be limited to a maximum of 6 athletes per country. In Olympic Qualifier Phase 2, competitions will continue as part of the Olympic Qualifier Series and the World Skateboarding Tour. At the end of Phase 2, the 22 highest-ranked athletes qualify for LA 28, considering the following rules: a maximum of 3 athletes per national team, at least 1 athlete per continent, at least 1 athlete from the host country if not already qualified through ranking, and 1 spot for eligible athletes from underrepresented countries. It's a long and exciting road ahead, so join us and follow the journey on the road to LA 28.
And remember, you can check out the World Skate SB YouTube channel for loads more information. Now, Ryan, let's talk about Team Japan. They've got new riders coming up through the ranks. What is it they're doing that's keeping them at the top of their game?
So basically what I've heard is they are having 2 qualifying events kind of in Japan to decide who comes out here. So they're battling their own internal battle, and it's super gnarly, and these are the best of the Japan team right here.
Yeah, and speaking of the best, Kairi NETSUKE is on top form, isn't he?
Yeah, he is on fire. He is one of the most consistent run skaters that I've seen, and he has some heavy bangers for the best trick as well.
And speaking of Kairi NETSUKE, we caught up with him for a catch-up earlier.
根付海里です。出身は日本です。やっぱり本当もうスケボーのレベルがどんどんもう日本だけじゃなく世界で上がってきているし、そうですね。やっぱりそのもう周りのことは気にせず、本当自分のできることをどんどん増やしていって、自分にしかできないような技をやっていきたいなと思ってます。
Heel flip position into the backside tailside, big spin out. That was ridiculous.
やっぱり自分にしかできないような、ヒール系の見たことがないような、トリックを、大会でメイクしたいですね。ドバイの時は、決めれるところを、ちゃんと決めれたっていうのもあって優勝できたと思うんですけど、北九州の時はもう1個
Kairi is getting in there and giving him a big hug, but he's got to be gutted.
プレッシャーっていうよりやっぱりみんな、普通に仲もいいですし、そこでみんなで高め合っていけたらいいなと思ってます。っていうよりかはやっぱり負けてらんないなっていう方で力になってます。
Ryan, yesterday's competition was a proper battle, wasn't it?
It was super insane. It was basically like a final. They were fighting tooth and nail for that 8th position.
They really were. We're seeing the real-time evolution of competitive skateboarding here at the World Skateboarding Tour. But let's take a look back at what happened in yesterday's semi-finals. That is big time.
It's too easy for this guy.
Oh, are you kidding? First go.
And that's what that rail's made for right there.
That's a massive trick. The men's semi-finals on the road to LA 28 made one thing clear. Consistency is everything. Making that look way too easy. I think he's barely broke a sweat out there. The era of unknown skaters bursting straight into finals is fading. The top riders are locking in their places and the battle for California is only getting tougher. In Heat 1, only the 2 highest ranked skaters from the start of the day made it through. Matias del OLIO and Wallace GABRIEL both showed exactly why consistency matters at this level. 78.54!
That's what we wanted, and he gave it to us.
The 2 replacements came from Japan. Yukito Aoki struggled in the trick section, landing just one of his 3 attempts. While Ginwoo Onodera, who is normally so consistent, fell on both of his runs. One of those days you learn from and come back stronger. The remaining 6 finalists all came from Heat 2, underlining just how strong this field really is. Yakov Terrell and Wampi Matias both impressed us with clean full runs and strong best tricks. But 11th and 10th place shows there's still a step to take to break into the finals.
Look at this foot position on the landing.
There it is, and I love that trick. That trick feels super good.
The final 8 saw Peru's Angelo Caro narrowly missing out. He delivered a complete performance, but in a stacked field, it was only enough for 9th.
He is one of the toughest skaters out there, one of my personal favorites.
Juni Kang showed how quickly things can change. Despite posting the lowest run score of the top 8, he bounced back with the only 90-plus trick of the men's event.
So, Nollie 270, you're completely blind. 90.1, and that sits him on the bubble. That is gnarly, Ryan.
No way.
In the end, the right 8 made it through, and we are set for a world-class final. Well, some amazing moments from yesterday, Ryan, and I'm sure we're going to see some more today. That is going to be bonkers on the course. Here's our start list for men's street final. Starting it off with Juni Kang, had a great sneak through, but the big news is 5 names from our world ranking top 10. And you can see there, Julian Aguilardi, no ranking yet, because this is his first time at a World Cup event.
Yeah, and I mean, he's going to get a pretty good ranking after this one, so we'll see how far he can bump that up.
And you see our top 3 qualifiers through. Sora Shirai, Kairi NETSUKE, and Toa Sasaki. Really big names, but these new guys coming through, doing new tricks and getting super consistent, they're not going to have it easy, are they?
No, this is going to be crazy. Super new tricks that are going to come out. I'm already seeing some in warm-ups here.
So we're also getting a change in format as we get through to finals, adding an extra run. So 3 runs, 3 tricks, 2 scores, 1 from each goes for your total score. Pretty gnarly.
Yeah, I love the 3-run format. It just takes a little bit of pressure off because you need one of those run scores to count. And I mean, if you're in this top 8 right here, you're basically going one of 2 ways. You're either going to win and you're going all in on your runs, or you're going to put down kind of a run you know you can do, try to build off that, build your momentum, and make it as far as you can.
Yeah, we were talking about it earlier. Some people are going to throw everything at it because they're stoked to just get through. Exactly. And Julian's in a really good position, right? So I think he's just going to come out and try and do that super big run that will then get backed up by the 3 tricks as well.
I reckon you're right there.
I mean, it's certainly an exciting thing. We saw some NBDs from certain people, not yet in the competition, but only 2 people in the world can do the U-Tornado, right?
That is right, and Juni Kang being that number 2 person doing that trick, and it looks like he's got it pretty dialed down already, so
yeah,
pretty crazy to see.
He's certainly warming up well, and you can see our stands are absolutely packed out here in the shadow of the Colosseum in Rome. UK legend Julian Molyneux in the crowd. They're having a great time. And loads of minds were blown yesterday by the standard that we're seeing. Consistent tricks that are the hardest ones mid-run. Like it's so gnarly. So here we have, getting ready to shreddy, Juni Kang. This wonder kid is absolutely smashing it at the moment at every terrain he touches.
He is the definition of the next generation of gnarly contest skaters.
Dropping straight in, switch stance, so that's like standing the wrong way on your board or writing left-handed if you're right-handed, making it real awkward for himself, but the judges are scoring switch skateboarding really well at this competition. And again, that's 2 switch tricks in already. Juni's trick choices are really cool, aren't they? That long frontside grip.
We did not see that yesterday at all from him.
But he hits these quarter pipes, which are only boosting the tricks. Nollie 360 heel over the driveway. Wow.
Yeah, in your run, that would have definitely bumped up his run score if he would have got that, but that's going to be a bail on that one.
Well, it certainly looks like Juni's not hanging around. Nollie 270 no slide. That trick is so scary.
Yeah, completely blind on the nollie 270 nose slide. I don't know how those guys are doing that. Just can't see the ledge. Just kind of draw a line on the imaginary line on the ground and pop and spin and hope for the best, I think.
I reckon he's got a bit more skill involved than that. He's so consistent with it.
Oh, yeah.
And the 270 out is the U-Tornado, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's that muscle memory. These guys have done these tricks so many times that, you know, they just kind of do it without even thinking.
So not a full run. 2 more goes at getting that full run down, but this is going to set the scores in place for incomplete runs. There is pretty much no chance of getting on the podium if you don't get a full run, is there?
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
62.37 for Juni Kang. That's a pretty big score already. So you can tell the level of those tricks as we take it over to Argentina's Matias del OLIO. Matias is so focused. He's like doing breath work on the platform, but he's also the dude that's cheering everyone else on.
Yeah, Matias has good vibes usually out there and happy, go lucky. I talked to him this morning for a second and he's like, you know what, I'm just hyped to already be at this point, so I'm just ripping, I'm in the bonus round for myself. And that kind of pressure, when you take it off yourself, it can go far.
Yeah, he's someone who's always appreciative of getting far, and that switch backside tail slide shows you just why he's in these finals.
Yeah, doing that blunt kickflip and then the switch back tail back to back like that is really dangerous because he could miss the blunt kickflip or get a little bit sketchy and then he would completely not have enough speed for the switch back tail.
Yeah, and speaking of sketchy, not landing your tricks in the final perfectly is going to be affecting that score, but Matias looking very, very comfortable on the course right now.
Yeah, he just held on to that tray flip nose slide with the tip of his toes. I think he's got some pretty big feet and just had, I don't know, I'd love to see a replay of that one. He was definitely not as comfortable in that nose slide as he normally is.
But you were talking about it earlier, there's this competition make thing, not just, you know, sketching out, but you can stay on things that you usually wouldn't, can't you?
Yeah, I mean, at this round of, you know, the finals, you're kind of like a superhuman in a way, and you get that extra energy, that extra hype, the crowd's here, you know, there's a lot of people watching, so you're able to do stuff that you normally can't do with your buddies at the skate park, and it's a really good feeling when you're out there doing it.
Here's that 360 flip nose slide. Oh, the heel was down on that, wasn't it, a bit? But fair play to him, he managed to keep control, and he's going to be our first full pull of the day. So this is going to set the bar for everyone else, isn't it? 72.12. You know what that nod was? Yeah, I could do that better.
Yeah, he could go back and try to clean that same line up and just make sure the tray flip nose was better. I mean, or he could go crazy and get more stuff.
So Julian AGLIARDI up next. First time through to semifinals.
Yeah.
First time in finals. This kid is special.
Stoked for him right now. Let's get it.
Kickflip front side board slide down the big long rail. Wow! He stuck the sky hooks in then to hold on to that. Oh yeah, the Spanish grind right there. Backside 180 nose, fakey nose grind 180 out. And the Gons grind, all the awkward tricks that no one else likes doing.
Oh yeah, upgraded that from a switch front board yesterday in semis, so he's already stepping it up right now in the finals.
Well, we always see it in semi-finals, unfortunately not making that one. It's hard to think that there's more to give. You know, where is this person going to upgrade their run? And then they start skating in the finals, you're like, oh yeah, okay. You're obviously got a massive, great big sack full of tricks that you can just pull out whenever you want.
Yeah, and anybody who saw Julian slipping and sliding around out there, that masonite is really slippery. I think there's some pollen coming off the trees over here. And just running up and down the banks, doesn't matter how grippy your shoes are, it's slippery.
So starting things off with a big one like that. Anytime the board leaves your feet, especially onto a long rail, is dangerous, isn't it?
Yeah, super risky. I mean, if he didn't lock in on one of those big rails, could have been dangerous.
So waiting for that first run score to come through, 51.41. Yeah, you can see he's a bit disappointed, but still 2 more runs to go. Wallace GABRIEL from Brazil came out to Kitakyushu, got into the final, second outing at a World Skate event, and you can see why he is at the top of the pops right now. Nollie front crook, kickflip front board to start things off. Wallace has got a really, really good kickflip, hasn't he?
He's got a great kickflip. He's got a great trick selection. He's got great style. He's got great pop. He's got a great switchback lip down a huge rail right there. He's kind of got it all.
So you're saying he's great?
He's great.
I get it.
Kick flipping. Look at that. There it is.
Wow. And it's tricks like that that sets him apart from the rest of the field. No one else is kick flipping into the transitions. Taking a bit of a breather on the axle, still there, coming into the gap to Harbor. Frontside 180 switch crooks. Wow. Just chilling on that. He was just churning out the tricks. And it was like you said earlier, that muscle memory coming into play. He's like, right, first trick out of the way, settle down. You've done this 100 times, reel them off.
Yeah, totally. And I'm not sure. I think he's got more in the bag for, you know, 2 more runs. So now he can start getting real crazy with the runs, try and get a super high run score. I reckon he could get a run up in the 90s.
But where is he going to do the upgrade?
Well, we'll have to wait and see.
We know he's got special moves, but also what you don't want to do is do a trick in your run that you're going to do in the trick section either, do you?
No, yeah, you will get docked if you do that for part of the repetition rule. So you got to be strategic and not waste one of your bangers there.
But you could do it with a 180 out, or, you know, shove it out or something like that, couldn't you? So you can verify it. Okay, 79.11 sees Wallace GABRIEL up there in first place position as we take it over to teammate from Brazil, Giovanni VIANNA, the owner of one of the best fakie games in the world, and that's skateboarding backwards.
Yeah, the old switch nollie.
That is a naughty way of saying that. Frontside tail slide to start things off. Switch front crook. He's got a great switch game as well. But what we were talking about earlier, he just doesn't seem to show any nerves.
No, it seems like he doesn't even care if he does well in the contest or not. He's just so calm and collective and, you know, solid and powerful as a skateboarder for sure, as he's showing us right now.
Fakie ollie crook, 180 out, was a very powerful maneuver. When you're out there in finals, what is it that's going to calm those nerves and just bring you back down to earth?
I think for me, when I've ever made it to the finals, I just kind of, I'm happy to be there, and I think that can help. I know that's how Matias was feeling, and that's why he got his first run out of the way, I think. So, you know, being happy, being positive, being stoked, and not, you know, not putting too much pressure on yourself.
So Gio just missing that last trick, but a barrage of bangers in there. Ollie big spin, front board fakie. There's that fakie ollie crooked grind 180 out. And just getting away from the Caballero nose slide. That's one of his special moves.
Yeah, we usually don't see him miss that. That's usually just every try. So I'm sure he's going to clean that up in the next one.
But he knows what he's doing out there. He can absorb that failed run, step it up in the next 2 for sure.
Yeah, look at him. He's not even worried about it. He's like, yeah,
he's sat next to Roger Mancha. He's got nothing to worry about with someone like that in his corner.
Definitely. Roger is a skate legend in Brazil. Great skateboarder, great guy all around, and just, you know, just helping out the Brazil team as he should.
Owns a great vegan restaurant in Brazil as well, Sao Paulo.
I've been there. It's
awesome
delicious
stuff.
Yeah.
So 50.18 coming through for Giovanni VIANNA as we take it over to Sora SHIRAI from Japan. When Sora is on top form, do you think he's beatable?
Maybe not.
It's a special thing, isn't it?
He's that good. He is so crazy.
And what's crazy is the way he starts this run. Frontside 180 switch crook. Fakie big spin is a weird one to turn himself back round, isn't it?
It's just rare, and that just makes it even better.
Oh, the back cracker, chiropractor's dream right there. Spinning round onto the rail. Cable aerial, backside tailside, big spin. There's a massive upgrade already. Are you kidding me, Ryan?
He was doing that for single tricks, best tricks, and now he just put that in the middle of his run.
I didn't expect that. I thought he was just going to do the regular one. I was like, okay, set up back, coming backwards. Oh, no way.
Wow.
That is so difficult.
Yeah, Sora definitely was like, I'm going to use these 3 runs to just try my hardest. I'm going to win this thing. And that's what he's trying to do right here. He's not worried about his ranking. He's already so well ranked.
Yeah, he really is.
And that must be a nice position to be in.
Yeah, it really is. Just have that little comfort blanket. Sora is the owner of some of the most awkward tricks in the world. That being one of them right there. Mid-run.
What is actually going on right now? This is unreal. And that trick, backside 180 to switch front crook. If you don't lock in on the truck perfectly, your wheels go over, you're laid out on the floor.
Yeah, that pinch
getting a little
very
too close
important.
with the concrete, you know. So he did that perfect, and that was a really gnarly trick at the end there.
So eyes are all locked on the board. This one's going to set the bar even further. 86.47. He looks disappointed, Ryan.
I mean, I think that he thought that, you know, that could have been in the 90s, but, you know, the judges are leaving room because this is getting crazy. It gets crazier every time. So, I mean, it doesn't matter what the score is. It's about the ranking.
So Kairi Netsuke in, starting things off with a back nose blunt. I said it yesterday. It's not that long ago that people were struggling with that back nose blunt, but now people are starting their run with it.
Yeah, and we haven't seen anyone starting their run with it out here this event. So that was awesome. Awesome way to start.
Start turning round with the front blunt, crooked grind popping down, getting that foot ready really early. Heel flip frontside nose slide. He's got such a strong heel flip game.
Yeah, he has one of the best heel flips, him and Richard. A little bit of different heel flip techniques, though, between him and Richard. He does more backside heel flips, and Richard's frontside heel flipping more. So.
Well, talking about the backside heel flip, there's one into a backside tailside fakie.
There it is.
Perfect.
That was amazing, and a great way to end your run with a banger on that hubba there.
Big names out in the crowd.
There's a lot of legends out here, epic skateboarders from around the world, spectating and skating.
There's the start of the run. Backside nose blunt slide. We've got to keep in mind though, Ryan, it's a long way on the road to LA 28. So they've got to leave room. Those scores will keep improving because skateboarding is improving at not just every day, every competition. Every second of the day, someone is taking skateboarding to a different level that I thought didn't exist. It's blowing my mind.
Yeah, I mean, until somebody's doing a tray flip crook, nollie, tray flip out down this hubba, there's room for progression. And then, you know, where do you end? They could go double tray flip crook grind. You know,
80.07 coming through for Kairi Netsuke. He's looking very happy with that. As we go over to teammate Toa Sasaki. What is it that Toa's got in his runs and in his trick sections that no one else has got?
It's almost like he's attached to his board. You know, we'll see the big back three, and it's just glue foot. So he flips his board when he needs to, and when he doesn't, his feet are stuck on there.
Well, it's control. His control is unbelievable. Look at that beautiful frontside flip.
Yeah, nobody else is doing that.
With a back nose blunt down the longest rail, and he's just linking the hardest tricks together. But look how well he's doing them. Execution is through the roof. Wow, nearly landed out in the car park on that backside 360.
And doing the quarter pipe tricks too. Love to see it.
Oh, the special bar is way up now, isn't it? He is just reeling them off. Still 10 seconds on the clock. Oh,
no way.
Wow. Do you know what? This is going bonkers. I didn't think that it would go this bonkers so quickly. We're seeing bangers from the years before that were in the trek section being done in every run now. It's crazy.
Yeah, to put those tricks that they were doing as their single tricks yesterday in their run, like Toa and Sora did just now, is just crazy. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do for their best trick section now, but I'm sure they got it figured out. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing that.
You know what really helps Toa? It's his execution is so good. He lands all of his tricks, even on the transitions, really high up, and it keeps that flow going, so he doesn't have to work so hard to keep the speed, does he?
Yeah, and that's important, is like maximizing those banks that you're using to get your speed off of, pumping them super well, landing at the top.
84.91, sitting below teammate Sora, but Toa Sasaki is on top form as we go back to the top of the heat for runs number 2. That was rapid because everybody's so consistent. A barrage of tricks coming through from our finalists, and I'm sure it's just about to continue with Juni Kang. You like that one, don't you?
I do, and that's a great way to start your run. Such a cool looking trick.
And starting on a trick that feels really good is really going to settle your nerves, isn't it, and get you into the run.
Yeah, you always want to start a trick, or your run on a trick that you're confident with and that feels good and makes you happy, so that you're just stoked and happy and ripping through the rest of your line, like Juni's showing us right now.
I'd certainly be happy with a nollie 360 heel flip like that. That is such a risky maneuver. We've said it before, when the board leaves your feet, you're not in control of it anymore, but he is on top form and in full control of this run right now, Ryan. This is crazy skateboarding.
Yeah, that was the run that he wanted. The nollie backside 360 heel. Anytime where you're doing a 360 with your body and the board is flipping, is the most technical that it gets.
And he's doing both at the same time.
Yes, he is.
So,
he has so much switch frontside power that you see him utilizing it on that switch alley-oop 270 back lip, and on the nollie backside 270 nose. It's kind of the same spinning direction. And he's just really like mastering that and pushing it.
Well, also, he's looking at what's scoring well. He's seeing what tricks he can do that others have done and scored really well, and adding them into the run section. He's playing the game really, really well, and an 83.37 coming through, seeing Juni Kang now in 3rd place. Back round 2, Argentina's Matias DELL OLIO. Arguably the veteran in this. You know, he's not old by any sense, but he's been around for a long time.
He has, for sure.
And do you think that experience really helps Matias get through to finals often?
Yeah, I mean, experience is all part of this. Like, it's about controlling your nerves. That's part of the game. You know, knowing what tricks to do, knowing what level to be at, how hard to push. It's all important, and the more contest experience that you have, the better.
So 22 seconds left. 360 flip nose slide was way better this time, right?
Yep, and putting it in the middle of his run right now instead of the end.
And Matias is keen to get involved on the quarter pipes as well. You know, when you're looking at a full run, oh, that flipped really slow. Half cab nose slide, 270 out. You know what? I thought he was going to do the nollie heel out, and I think he was going for it, but it went wrong. And this is so important with skaters like Matias, is when it goes wrong, okay, what do I do? And you can see he over-rotated slightly and went, I'm going with my shoulders. They're going that way anyway. I'll 270 out.
Yeah, or maybe he just was not able to wiggle his foot into the right spot for the heel flip out and just thought, oh, I'm sitting on the rail, my foot's not in the right spot, I'm going to 270 out.
Must be nice, eh? You mess your trick up and still do a trick anyway.
And with the blunt kickflip right before was crazy.
Yeah, I don't think he stood up on it enough, did he? So he couldn't have the weight on the nose to be able to move his foot into the heel flip.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Or that could have just been part of his plan. And, you know, he's got another run, so he could pull out the heel flip on the next one.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the thing. Changing up that run, so important.
And that was, that was a great run.
From Matias, waiting for that score to come in. So I reckon this has got the judges scratching their heads, but we've got the best judges in the world up there. Some big names who, you know, you've caught up with Corey earlier.
Yep.
They know what they're looking at. And, you know, it's so good to see this evolution of judges. 75.23 ex-professional skateboarders now moving into the judging area. Some of those set the bar for the rest of the skaters out here. It's brilliant to see them now critiquing the new level. Julian AGLIARDI coming up for run number 2 of 3, starting in a different position. Other side of the course. This shows just how varied he is. Kickflip backside lip slide, get away and just stopping. And that's the problem with these obstacles that have wax all over them. We'll get our amazing medical team out there, check him out. He's up on his feet, taking a limp away. Obviously frustrated, but that is just a sample to show you just how hard skateboarding is.
I hope he's all right. That was definitely a brutal tailbone slam. Those are never fun.
He's a young lad, I'm sure.
If you've ever been a skateboarder, you might have done something like that before.
Okay, Brazil's Wallace GABRIEL up next. Had a really good run number 1, but he's now sitting in 5th place from 1st. So, run number 2 starting off the same, and I think there's just going to be a couple of subtle upgrades. That kickflip nose slide being one of them, right?
I can't remember exactly, possibly.
270, switch front board. Or the lip slide, depending on what era you're born in. Switch back lip. Oh, you know what? When it's not quite coming together and you don't land something how you want to, you can't let it escape your brain sometimes. It's just there going, hey, this isn't going to be as good a score as you had before.
Well, what happens too is like you get a little bit squirrely on that one trick and it just throws off your balance and your mojo, so to say. And, you know, he just missed a tail slide there at the end.
Yeah.
So the smallest thing
evaporates.
The smallest thing can mess everything up.
Yeah, and I mean, something as easy as a tailslide fakie for him was just not achievable just then, so.
Yeah, he wasn't worried about it, but like, yeah.
Well, he knew he was going to throw that run away, so it's sometimes good just to use that time, get a bit of extra use of the course. Okay, back to Giovanni VIANNA, run number 2 of 3. Way down in 8th place right now, somewhere he doesn't want to be, but I think that's just about to change. Knowing Gio, he can switch it on when he needs to.
Yeah, and he missed that one trick right at the end of his line, and pretty sure he's going to get it all right here.
Yeah, looking like he's cleaned it up a bit already. We'll see right now. He's going to get this. Yep.
And that is so cool, the fakie crooked grind half cab out. He's normally been doing a fakie tail slide back to regular for the last couple of years, and just to see that fakie crook is just super rad. First time I saw it, I was shocked.
Well, no one else is doing that for a reason. Oh, there we go. It's the full pull he needed. Caballero no slide fakie to end things out. That's going to be a relief for Gio now, right? He's got some really, really big moves in the trick section, but going through to that section of the competition without a full run, it's pretty much impossible to get anywhere near that podium.
Yeah, for sure. And that was the run that, you know, he knew he could do. He's putting it down, and he's got one try to go for the crazy run and get a super high run score that'll make it easier for him to get on the podium once we get to the best trick section.
So one more run for Giovanni VIANNA.
Roger getting stoked and shouting.
Great to see. 2 thumbs up. 78.29. Where do you think he can improve that score, Ryan?
I think he could come out a little stronger at the start.
Yeah.
Personally, I know he's got some more tricks on that hubba or the long rail, and he could do something before.
Well, someone who comes out strong at the start of their run is Japan's Sora Shirai. Rolling into the flat bank. There's that frontside 180 switch crook every single go. It is unfair how consistent Sora is at the hardest of tricks. Oh, wow. Curse of the commentator there.
That is such a hard trick, especially on a square rail, you know? Yeah. Like, if that was a round rail, he probably could have turned it a little bit more, got that pinch, and like kind of made it work, but since it was square, it was like not giving him any of that.
Yeah. Saw him falling out a couple of those in practice earlier, but getting away with it.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a trick nobody's doing, so
well, and you see
it's
that
hard to relate,
competition
but
experience from Sora there. He just went, you know what, I'm not going to upgrade that run. I'm going to conserve my energy. As we go back to Kairi Netsuke, currently in 4th place, 86.48 for first. He's certainly got it in him with a start like that, with the backside nose blunt slide and crooked grind nollie flip. Perfect.
that was the best one I think we've seen all weekend from him right there.
Really well popped. Oh, nollie inward heel like no one else is doing. That was really well rotated. The front side blunt and the crooked grind down, which gives him a little bit of a breather and gets that front foot ready. Oh, wow, Ryan. Heel flip, front side crooked grind, bigger spin flip, catching it and sliding it round. You saw his foot was ready in the axle stall then. Heel flip, backside tailside fakie. Well,
wow.
I think that score of 80.07 he's already got on the board is firmly going in the bin.
Yeah, that heel flip frontside crooked grind on that little double set rail was absolutely incredible. That's not even a trick you see ever, kind of, I feel like, and then let alone down a rail in a contest. That's messed up.
That rail itself is not that pleasing to skate, is it?
No, it's tall and it's mellow, and you don't usually have a ton of speed when you're going for it if you're coming off of something else, but look at that. Perfectly executed, pinched front crook.
If I was going to find somewhere to critique that, was it too many heel flips? There was a lot in there.
I don't know. That's
sometimes the judges are asking for a reason to not give you that massive score, right?
Yeah, they are. They're definitely looking at small stuff like that, but
83.88 coming through.
Still a great score.
Yep. 3.88 going up. Toa Sasaki currently in 2nd, 84.91, but Sora Shirai is in 1st place with an 86.48. He wants that 1st place. You can see the way he's skating, his confidence, the way he's attacking these tricks. Just cruising. Such a good frontside kickflip, and I mean, that's a high-risk maneuver, especially on that quarter pipe. We've seen so many people get taken out.
Yeah, to do a big frontside flip, wow, or a kickflip back disaster like that on these quarter pipes is risky. Straight into that huge back 3, wow.
Step up rail, oh, missing the crooked grind nollie flip. He's going to have one last chance at this run, but that's shaping up to be a big, big run with the Coverell aerial nose blunt slide fakie. Well, we know what he's capable of in the trick section, right, Ryan? He's got some huge maneuvers and possibly some NBDs, never been done. That run, how do you think it shapes up next to Sora's 1st run?
It's tough, man. They're so different and unique in their own ways. I mean, I love when Toa does the big back 3 to flat. And I mean, Sora's not doing anything like that, but he has a full cab back tail, big spin down the hub up, so.
Okay, Juni Kang coming in for run 3 of 3. The semi-finals only had 2 runs with 3 tricks. And in our finals, we add that extra run, which could be make or break for some of the skaters out there right now, Ryan. Starting off as we've seen it, switch frontside 180, crooks. Taking it out onto that square rail, rolling back in. And we were saying earlier about execution really helping you keep that speed. It's unfortunate for Juni Kang. He's going to call it. I thought he would there. And he's going to be relying on that best trick section. He's got an 83.37, so a very decent score. But I'd be interested to see what some of the other skaters out there that have already got a good score are going to think, because they know what tricks he's capable of. And are they now not going to hold back on their 3rd run and go even more, knowing that he could come back and take the podium away from them with trick section? Matias Del Olio not looking good in 7th place, 75.28. Needs to get a couple of upgrades in there. Starting off with the 270 lip slide. Oh, getting a bit caught up on the backside nose grind. Settling down though, this is the thing, that competition experience. Something doesn't go right, it's all good. I'm chilling. Switch backside tail slide.
That combo there is super amazing.
Well, switch skateboarding is really becoming a thing, especially out here in Rome, isn't it?
Yeah, it seems like everyone's pushing switch harder, and that's definitely the way that skating's going to go in the future, because the tricks that everyone's doing now, you can do them all switch.
Yeah, which is bonkers.
Imagine the hardest trick that people are doing on the course regular, now somebody does it switch, or next time, or, you know, that's where it can go.
Yeah, and it certainly seems that Team Japan are looking at it that way. 37.15 for Matias. He's still all smiles. Now, it is on the line here for Julian AGLIARDI. 51.41 on the scoreboard already. See him visualizing just before he drops in for his 3rd and final run of this section of the competition. Starting over on the other side again, kickflip, backside, lip slide, absolutely perfect. Hands by his side then, no balance needed from the arms.
Yeah, that was amazing, and for him to get up after that slam on that trick earlier just goes to show how much of a gladiator all of these skaters are.
Good reference there, mate. I like what you did. There's the Gonz grind, switch front board fakie. 15 seconds left on the clock. Needs to stay on and raise that score he's already got. It's certainly looking good on the Spanish grind. Taking a breather on the axle stall, eyeing up the big rail, front blunt kickflip out. Wow! That's what he would have needed though, and he knew that. It had to be big, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. And I mean, if he would have done that, that would have been insane. That was a trick he tried in semis for a best trick, front blunt kickflip. Didn't end up getting it there, but you know, he could have got it, and you could tell he's hurting his body.
Well, putting a run down at that level with a bad injury is so crazy. You can see him wincing in pain right there, and he should definitely not be disappointed no matter where he gets to in this competition. He's already done enough. His first ever semi-finals, then through to his first finals in the same competition. It's his first time out at a World Cup event. He's already won, in my eyes, for himself.
Yeah, no, he's in a great spot for himself at this event, and it should just be focused on having fun, try not to kill yourself, and, you know, put on a show with some best tricks for us. We'd love it.
55.04, same score as run number 1, I feel.
And that's his mom right there. They're always, his family's super supportive.
Yeah, big shout out to all the mums waiting in the car whilst these kids are skating. You're very much appreciated. Wallace Gabriel coming in, run 3 of 3. He's got a 79.11 on the board, and it looks like that's all he's going to have on the board in this section now, with missing that kickflip front crook. Yeah, getting away from him.
And it's just so tough to have, you know, 3-4 good days in a row of being on point, feeling good, body's good, not taking any slams. Like, it's just, it's a big ask. No way!
Yes.
What the?
I love these moments.
I've only ever seen one person in the world do a frontside wheelie like that on a long rail, and it was back in the day, but that was...
Alex Moll used to have a good one.
That's right, he did, didn't he?
Absolute legend. So, Wallace Gabriel will be relying on that 79.11. We know he's got some big moves in the trick section, but he's going to need the biggest of the biggest to be able to contend with our top 3 right now. Judges just locking that score in, 26.66 coming through. As we take it back to Brazil's Giovanni VIANNA. You were saying you want to see him come out a little bit stronger.
I mean, if I was coaching him, that's what I would ask for. But let's see what he's doing.
Backside lip slide to start with. Saw him anti-pumping to keep the speed low then. Back across the course, coming in nollie position. Big spin, front board fakie. It's not just what you do on the course, it's what you do to be able to lead yourself to the next trick, just like that right there.
Oh, so he changed it up a little bit, did the cab front nose in the middle, and then the switch front crook right afterwards, which was a crazy combination to land that so perfectly to be able to have enough speed for the switch front crook.
Yeah, a lot on the line there, but here we go. Front side half cab, backside 5-0. That's got to be one of the scariest tricks to do on a gap to hover.
Yeah, and that was a trick we saw from the best trick section last night. He got a pretty good score with it. I think that was what helped him get to the finals. And he's put that in his line at the end now, so he's going to get rewarded for this run 100%. It's going to be I think quite a bit better score than the last one.
Well, I think the judges are going to be sharpening their pencils up there right now, because they're going to go, wait a minute, that's a completely different run than we've seen from him all weekend. And that's really impressive.
Yeah, they're going to have to do some thinking on this one, I think, for a half a second.
Big moment for Brazil right now, waiting for this score to come through. All eyes locked on that scoreboard.
And he's smiling. Yeah, he doesn't. Give me my score. Better be better than the last one.
82.13 now sees Giovanni VIANNA in 5th place. He's going to be very happy to climb that leaderboard as we take it over to the Samurai Sora SHIRAI. 86.47 means he's our current leader, starting up in that same place with the front side 180 switch crook, but he's missed it. Okay, but in that position right now, he's in the lead by nearly a couple of points. He's looking pretty comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too big of a deal for him right now. He's got the highest run score currently. He was probably a little scared when he didn't lock in right there. I know my heart rate jumped for a second, and because it's so rare to see him not lock into that trick and just do it like it's nothing, but it really is something when he does it every time, first try at the start of his run.
Well, you can easily get lulled into a false sense of security seeing someone do the hardest tricks every go, but that just shows just how hard this level of skateboarding is. Kairi NETSUKE up next, run 3 of 3. Back nose blunt to start things off, which is such a ridiculous thing to say. That was a better crook nollie flip as well.
Yeah, they're getting perfect and perfect. Oh, going for the nollie inward heel back 180 out.
Yeah, the upgrade right there. We saw the nollie inward heel before. Disappointment there, but he is in 3rd place with the 83.88. Getting a round of applause from our audience as we wait for that score to come through. We'll definitely be keeping that run 2 score, 23.26. Okay, back to our 2nd place position. Toa Sasaki, 84.91 on the board.
Can you skate with a phone in your pocket like that?
I hate skating with anything in my pocket.
Can't even skate with a quarter in my pocket.
Back nose blunt slide to start things off. Big front side kick flip there. What is it like standing on the platform with the likes of Toa, Sora, Juni, Matias? Like it can't help but be intimidating, right?
I think it gives you juice out there. You know what I mean? You get fired up.
Well, I guess you're through to finals. You're going to be like, well, I'm here for a reason.
Exactly.
I'm surrounded by these legends for a reason.
Exactly.
Believe in yourself. So 25.82 coming through there for Toa's run number 3.
That's probably a little bit what little Julian's feeling, you know. So it's a cool feeling to be out there with, you know, Sora, Toa, Giovanni, Matias.
Okay, here's our men's street final current standings. Julian down there in 8th place. He's going to need some of the biggest tricks anyone's ever done to climb up that leaderboard. Wallace Gabriel not quite getting it together. Juni Kang climbing the leaderboard but staying in 4th place. And our top 3, Kairi NETSUKE, Toa Sasaki, and way out in the lead right now, Sora SHIRAI. How do you think Sora's going to approach this first trick? Also, Juni Kang, the U Tornado.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
nobody else is doing that other than the inventor.
Right.
Yuto Horigome.
It's just a crazy trick. It's going to always get him a good score if he can pull it off.
Well, he knows he got a 90 for it.
Yeah.
So he knows that, okay, it's going to be like that, but he did do it perfect yesterday.
Yeah, and I mean, I think if I'm Juni right now, I'm like, I'm going to get another one of those U-Tornadoes, first try, get that 90, and then, you know, he's got a lot of crazy tricks. We saw him try a switch 180 crook, nollie heel out, down the hubba. Nobody's done that before. So going for a lot of crazy tricks. Juni's got a lot of crazy tricks for this best trick section. Only 3 tries to get him all. You know, how cool would it be if he got all 3 first try and just consistently harder and harder and higher scores?
Well, he certainly could. I mean, you see in practice those special moments where people are trying to work on a trick. They're trying to feel what is working for them and what isn't. So our competition format just there, 8 skaters, 3 runs, 45 seconds each. We've seen that section go, and we now move on to 3 trick attempts anywhere on the course. And this is where we see that leaderboard start shuffling around every time someone lands a trick, and it gets very, very exciting. Just coming down to the last few seconds of practice, people keeping those ligaments lubricated.
And this is the time when you're out there, you have those kind of superpowers. You look over at the board, you got 30 seconds, 20 seconds left. You're like, all right, I can get 1 or 2 more tries, and then I'm going to have to do it for real. So you can either try to land it or dabble with it, try and get close. And, you know, this is your ultimate best little practice that you get.
Well, and it's always frustrating. We've seen it before in practice where people are landing it every time. Comes through to the finals when you have to do it, and it doesn't come off. What do you do when you're trying? You've got 3 attempts at that trick. If it doesn't work twice, are you tempted to step away and try something else? Or does the skateboarder in you go, I didn't get this good by walking away from a trick, and I'm not going to do it now. This is mine. Juni Kang, trick attempt 1 of 3. Oh! My goodness! What on earth is going on? That is so naughty. He needs to go straight to bed when he's home. No dinner. That is absolutely bonkers, Ryan. First go.
When I saw him when I first got here, I knew he had that trick, and I said, hey, can you please do that trick for me on the hubba? Because that is just so cool. Nobody else, he's the only one doing that trick, just so you know. Yeah. He's the only one I've ever seen do it. We've seen Lucas Rebello in previous years doing it regular, also super crazy. But this is the switch version right here. And this can be a crazy score right now because this is an NBD trick.
We've never seen
a competition.
So also, we don't know what the score's going to be. There's no gauging it.
No.
You know, the judges are going to be up there going, right, well, where do we go with this? Because we've never seen it before. We've never seen it on a gap to hubba before either. I mean, that would be ridiculous on a curb. You know, this is crazy skateboarding at the highest level. 84.33 coming through, and seeing Juni with 167.70 score and in first place. I guess the judge is just saying, you know what, it's not the biggest hubba.
I think he could have done it a little bit cleaner too. You know what I mean? They're really nitpicking the small things.
Matias Del Olio doing what he does best. Half cab, no slide, all the way, waiting right till the end of the rail and popping the nollie heel flip out. Perfect, landing bolts.
Yeah, and it doesn't get any better than that. So there's no There's nowhere that the judges can dock Matias for this trick. They got to give him the full score.
He gets on the rail really high as well, doesn't he?
He almost goes over the back.
Yeah. Well, we've seen him take a couple of gnarly slams on that thing.
Yeah.
You know, there's nowhere to go when you commit like that.
Matias is tall. He's over 6 foot. So he is able to have a bit of an advantage when jumping away and dangling.
80.82 coming through. You see him shake his head there. He thinks it was worth more. The judges are being
judges want the
super
270 heel flip out, maybe.
Yeah. Well, he can certainly give them that.
Oh,
he's done it before.
He definitely can.
Right, crowd favorite right now, Julian AGLIARDI. Trick 1 of 3. Coming in towards that big rail. Big spin front. Whoa!
No way! No way!
I am going to need a lie down after this final.
No way!
My goodness! What on earth? That kid just completed skateboarding in 1 trick. That is one of the biggest moments we've ever seen on the World Skateboarding Tour.
I didn't know other people could do that. You know, that was something that Jinwoo would you know, be trying or maybe doing, but we've never seen anything. Big spin in, flip out on this huge long rail.
So look at this, the board leaves the feet, spins round, lands in a blunt slide, so the trucks and wheels have to go over the rail, locks it in, his foot was perfectly ready, straight away, backside kickflip, taking it to fakie.
That was actually unbelievable.
Brett Rodriguez in there giving him the congrats, and rightly so. That is a huge trick. I mean, you could trawl Instagram for hours and still not see that, even on the craziest days that someone has skateboarding.
I've personally never seen him do that before.
Really?
No.
Never?
I mean, I've seen him do those tricks separately, but never conjoined.
You can hear the heartbeat on from our DJ Redbeard in there. 92.67!
Well
Look at that climb up the leaderboard. All the way into 3rd place, 147.71, and he is beaming. Do you know what? I don't think his back's hurting so much now.
It's really a bummer that he didn't get that run that he wanted because he would be way up there.
Wallace Gabriel up next, currently in 8th now. Trick 1 of 3, coming in towards the rail, going crooked grind, nollie flip, absolutely perfect. We've discussed it before, that rail is not the highest end, so when you pop out, you've got to pop really well because there's not that much time to let the board flip, is there?
No, it definitely comes off a little bit low. It's a long grind too, so you have to be really perfectly centered over top of the rail, because if you're leaning too far to one side or the other, it's not going to let that nollie flip out work. So he was perfectly locked on that crook and then nollie flipped it out great.
Yeah, Das pinch for every inch. 81.72 for Wallace Gabriel, sees him now in 2nd place. Oh, it's really exciting. You can't call it. It's just everyone jumping around that leaderboard right now. As we move it over to Giovanni VIANNA. Trick 1 of 3. You can see him eyeing up the gap to Hubba. Coming in fakie where he's most comfortable. Oh, okay. Looking at the Caballero,
you know what
fakie nose grind.
Yeah, you know.
That's a big maneuver, and he knows. He's done it before. He knows what kind of score's going to come in.
Yep.
And he's going to play that game and be like, okay, where do I need to upgrade? Okay, Sora Shirai, I have no idea what he's going to go for right now.
I think he's going to get a score on the board, and then he's going to take it to the next level on the next one.
He is always taking it to the next level. Oh, the Sora grind, 180 out. But not quite getting it round.
And that's almost, I don't want to say like a safe move for him, but the board's not leaving his feet, but it's about one of the most difficult things you can do without the board leaving your feet.
Well, it must be gnarly being one of the greatest skateboarders of all time and then seeing the likes of Juni Kang coming through the ranks. It could be affecting him as Kairi Netsuke's going for heel flip, backside tail slide. What do you think, big spin out?
Most likely big spin out. I'm not sure what happened if he's stuck or if there's not much wax or his foot touched the ledge, but just didn't slide for him right there.
Well, you can see Toa just checking how grindy that hubber is. We've seen some crazy temperatures out here in Rome. which means the wax that is used to make the ledges slide and grind has been melting. Oh, cab, front nose, fakie, but I think he was going nose grind.
I think he locked into the nose grind right there.
Okay, back to the top of the heat. It's a quick fire round in the trick section. Trick 2 of 3. Current leader, 167.70 on the board already. 84.33 for trick number 1. Where's he going to go with this, Ryan?
Oh, man. He's got so many tricks.
Well, dropping in switch, standing the opposite way. Okay, switch 180, crooked grind, and the nollie heel out.
And I think he was just going a little too fast right there because, you know, you got to get up, pop up, land on that crooked grind, have a second on there, and then pop out.
Okay, Matias DELL OLIO up next, just checking in with himself. You can see he does a lot of rituals, doesn't he? Adjusts the truck, taps himself, does breathing exercises, and it does seem to work for him. Coming in fakie again. Oh, no, maybe just hitting something on the platform there.
I could see it. There was a little rock or something off the trees.
Needs to get Kelvin Hoffler out there sweeping up. Half cab. Oh, missing that one. That's a big maneuver though, and he knew sitting in third place is not comfortable right now. Needs to get that upgrade. Half cab, no slide, and the nollie 270 heel. You called it.
And that, I mean, that was about as close as you can get without riding away, you know, fully committed, landed on it. So I think he can get that.
So highest trick score of the weekend for Julian AGLIARDI. Where does he go from here? We're just about to find out. Big front side heel flip. That was easy compared to where he's just done that though, right?
Yeah, I think he was probably talking with his coach Andrew over here and saying, hey, my back hurts and I don't think I can do anything higher or better than that big spin front blunt flip out. So coach probably said, well, go out there and have fun and put on a show.
Well, you can see how he did it at Wallenberg as well.
Yeah, he wanted to remind everybody, hey, I did this on Wallenberg, remember?
Okay, waiting for that score to come in. And just so you know, Wallenberg is a famous skate spot in San Francisco. Big, big, long, gnarly set of stairs. Big three.
Big, long 4 block.
5-3. Okay, back to Wallace Gabriel, currently in second place. Got a 160.83 on the board already. But look at the score for first, 88.60. Not unachievable, is it?
Not at all.
Okay, doing a bit of a Matias there on the run-up. Yeah, Kelvin needs to get his broom out here. Always cleaning up the run-ups. Oh, no way. That was a very, very scary place to be. You nearly jumped off of the scaffolding that we're on. I was scared for you then. Going switch kickflip front board, but the board went away, and good job he's tall because he could have really messed himself up a bit there.
Yeah, he got out of that like a true professional.
Okay, speaking of true professionals, it's taking it over to Giovanni VIANNA, trick 2 of 3. Getting that decked out rock fake. He's setting up to come in backwards. Oh, missing it. It's going to come down to that last trick for Giovanni, isn't it?
Yeah, I think he popped that one like too high and not enough spin. But dang, I need to see him get that. We need that.
So Sora SHIRAI is now in 5th place, 86.47 from the run section. We've seen him miss the first trick. He's got 2 attempts right now at something bonkers. He really needs a big score. Juni Kang has set that standard very high. Oh, there it is. Wow. Perfect. The Sora grind, 180 out.
Yeah.
It's called the Sora grind for a reason. That's a heavy, heavy maneuver.
Basically does a whole frontside 360 with a switch back nose grind balanced on the hubba in the middle. Impressive.
We've got that heartbeat going again. Always interacting with the cameraman. Such a fun person. 81.24 for first. Well, I don't know. The scoring's been different than I've seen before. They're being quite critical out there. But this is the first event on the road to LA 28.
And right now, Sora's got the highest run score, so whatever he gets is going to be added onto the highest run score. So that's going to help him out.
Well, it only cements how important those run scores are.
Exactly.
So our judges will be finding out where they're putting them. 91.45. That is way up there in the lead now. 177.92. And snatching that lead by nearly 10 points, or over 10 points, sorry, from Juni Kang. That is almost unachievable now, surely. Kairi Netsuke back in. Heel flip, backside tail slide. Yeah, I think he's going big spin out, but that is going to come down to that last trick 3 of 3 for Kairi.
It kind of looks like he's losing his groove out there. Sometimes his back, he's holding his back. Sometimes it's hard to, you know, make it the whole way through these events. It really takes a toll on your body.
So look at that first score now. 93.02 is what he's going to need. That's a big, big score. Not unachievable for Toa. Oh, just missing that truck again. Yeah, he's going for the cable aerial fakey nose grind. Bit of a whopper coming out of that one. As we go back to the top of the heat, final trick attempts. Juni Kang, this wonder kid, has got a great score on the board, but he needs a huge trick right now. 94.56 to be able to take that lead away from Sora Shirai. Third and final trick right now. I think we're going to see this kid in a lot more finals, aren't we, Ryan?
Oh, 100%.
Coming in, switch.
Oh, and he hit
very, very close.
Such a good lock. I thought when he locked in right there, he was going to do it, and it just didn't get enough flick off the heel on the heel flip out, and just landed upside down.
Well, there's not much time to be able to get that foot adjusted, is there?
No time at all. Just got to land in that position.
Matias del Olio, third and final trick. It's all on the line right now. 156.10. Half cab nose slide. Oh! Do you know what? He slightly over-rotated. I thought the board was going to lock up, but he just popped out early.
He did it.
That's how good he is.
And that's kind of one of his special signature moves. We've seen him do a couple of these, and you know, he could get to the skate park and do that on the flat ledge first try, no warm-up. And that was a little sketchy for him. I know he can do cleaner ones, but you know.
And so do the judges. He's all smiles, wants to jump up at least one position to get into that podium, but 92.43 for second. The big ask. Right, let's see. Podium is very obtainable. Eyes are all locked on the board. I'm just looking out across the whole crowd. There isn't a face locked on the board right now. 83.66, seeing Matias del Olio from Argentina in that fourth place position as we take it back to third and final try for Julian AGLIARDI. Oh, big nollie backside kickflip. Landed a little bit short on that and whipped out, but someone has got a very, very bright future at World Skateboarding Tour stops in the future. Julian AGLIARDI really smashing it out here. Wallace Gabriel currently in third place, 160.83 on the board. 98.82 for first.
That's going to be tough.
Oh, getting away with it again. Going switch, flip, front board. That is a long, long way to kickflip front board normally. But to do it switch, that's a big maneuver. Okay, Giovanni VIANNA is in 8th place right now, 82.13. No score on the board in the trick section. It's going to come down to this last trick. We have seen him get it done before. He's going to have to focus and really smash it right now. Oh, not getting in this time. You can see the disappointment from him right there, but he's saying thank you very much to the amazing crowd we have out here at the Parco del Opio, Rome. We'll be taking home that 82.13 to Brazil. All smiles right now out there on the course from Sora SHIRAI. 177.92. Some 10 points ahead. Here is our leader, Sora SHIRAI. Where's he going with this one? Oh, he's going for the cab, switch front crook.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Crooks, depending on which decade you were born in. That's a big one. That's an NBD as well on this obstacle.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if he's done that on a down hubba like this of this size yet or anything. So that would have been epic.
That's the shape of things to come. As we take it to Kairi NETSUKE. Needs a 94.05 for first. 76.96 for third. Could be playing it easy here, and he's not. He went back to it. Heel flip, backside tail slide, big spin out, picture perfect. Sora is like, what? That was so perfect. Check this out. Heel flip, ready to roll. That front foot right there. He caught it, stamped it onto the tail. And do you know what? His front foot was a little bit further back. So I think that gave him a bit more of a leverage to get that big spin round.
Yeah, and he couldn't have done that any better. I think he kind of knows what that trick's going to score. I don't think that's going to put him into first, but it's going to definitely move him up the leaderboard.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be sitting in that 7th place position. And let's remember, this is the road to LA 28. It starts here in Rome. These points go towards the Olympics. Everybody's shuffling around for position on that current ranking system. 88.31 sees him jump way up into 2nd place. He was playing it cool then, and he actually broke a little bit and gave us a smile. Okay, Toa Sasaki right now, 82.80 for second. Could we be just about to see a podium all with Japanese skaters on? It will come down to this 3rd and final trick. Cable aerial, front side, nose slide, fakie. Didn't get the truck on. You can see him shaking his head there. No, that's not what I wanted to do. But let's not take anything away from what he did just land. It's going to be a battle for 3rd with Juni Kang. 82.80. Hard to call it. Really hard to call it.
Yeah, if I was a little bit better in math class, I could let you know a little bit closer what he'd be at, where he'd be at. But
well, it wasn't the best landed version that we've seen him do before.
And he was trying it to the nose grind.
Yeah.
So
but
still,
still,
the truck on there.
It was still a cable aerial frontside nose slide fakie. Big trick.
Definitely.
Just about to see what our world champion's going to get. All eyes on the board once again out here. Look at that. Everyone locked on that scoreboard. It is tense out here. in Rome, waiting for this last score to hit the board. Juni Kang is going to be very nervous right now, isn't he?
Yeah, he has a chance of getting podium right now, but we're waiting for this score for Toa. And he's got his fingers crossed, I reckon.
Everything crossed.
Yeah.
Toa in the background there. This moment is causing a bit of problem for the judges. You know, they're always scoring to ranking, making sure that everyone's sat where they should be on that scoreboard. But it is between these two, Juni Kang and Toa Sasaki. Come on, put them out of their miseries right now. This is harsh, really harsh. I wonder if there's some headlocks going on in that judge's booth, some screaming and shouting. We are switching focus again between the two. 83.50 sees Toa Sasaki jump up into third place and taking that podium position away from Juni Kang by just over or under a point. Wow. That is crazy. Do you feel like if Juni had done the U-Tornado, he would have had a better chance to have maintained the podium position?
Yeah, I think so, but I also think that that switch 180 crook nollie heel flip out that he was trying would have been up there with the U-Tornado and possibly a higher score, because it is another trick that we have never seen anybody do, flipping his board. So it's really, really tough to say.
So here are our final standings. Giovanni VIANNA not getting it together, ending up in 8th place. Followed up by newcomer and first finals for Julian AGLIARDI. Matias del OLIO, Wallace GABRIEL, Juni Kang getting bumped off of that 3rd place spot. And the podium by Toa Sasaki with that 168.41. Kairi NETSUKE smashing it all day as always, 172.19. But that 1st place position goes to the amazing Japanese skater Sora Shirai, 177.92. Look at that lead he had. So far ahead.
Yeah, that's crazy. Sora was super on point today. Seems like he's on point every day, honestly.
Yeah, it really does. Rarely misses a trick, but yet again, we've seen as soon as you don't get that high run score, you are really, really relying on the tricks, maybe too much.
Yeah, it's just never a fun position to be in when you're, you have a half decent run score.
So 3rd place, Toa Sasaki from Japan. 370 limp, there's that big 360. And his use of quarter pipes is really pushing him into podium position, right?
Yeah.
Those run section scores time after time.
And ending with such a big banger, that cab back nose one through the line was amazing.
But couldn't quite get the cab backside, fakey nose grind this time.
No. Just missing the lock there on that one.
Linking so many gnarly tricks together. Nollie flip out mid-run. It wasn't that long ago that we saw that as the best trick. I feel like the standard has risen so high, especially for Team Japan. Look at that. Heel flip, backside tail slide, big spin out. So well executed. And getting a hug from teammate and our winner out here in Rome, Sora Shirai. His runs just really are something special. And knowing that he can rely on some of the hardest tricks that no one else can do, I think that confidence shows with just his aura, doesn't it? He's so happy to be out here and having fun.
I mean, when you're it's fun when you're good, and it's even more fun when you're the best.
I think you can apply that to anything in the world, right?
Exactly, completely.
Well, big moments out here in Rome from our men's semi-final. What an absolute beast of our finals, right?
Yeah, that was so crazy. I can't believe all the stuff that went down. Sora doing that backside 180 switch front crook in the line and giving us a taste of what we're going to see in the future with the full cab to fakie front crook.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see that. And sometimes when people are trying to trick, you're not too sure if they're messing around, but that's the shape of things to come. And the shape of things to come is our women's final, which will be up next. And we sat down with Chloe COVELL earlier. Hi, Chloe. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
Let's start off as we always do. If you were to describe your skateboarding as a song, what song would that be?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. But I feel like I'd be some type of rap song. My playlist is so weird. It's like rap music, sad music, country music, just a bunch of everything.
So, having won last year's competition, have you come to this competition with a bit more confidence, and how are you feeling about it?
I don't want to come into the competition like feeling overly confident. I just want to treat it like any other competition, have fun with it, not try to overthink it, and just try to do my best.
Okay, Chloe COVELL, here we go. Came down to last trick last year. Can you remember what was going through your head when you dropped in?
No, like nothing at all. Every time when I'm in such a like pressured moment, I just go blank.
There it is! She got it done when it mattered!
It's just like feel like I just pass out and wake back up. And
rolling away?
Yeah, luckily I was rolling away that time.
The level in women's street skateboarding is really high at the moment. What do you think the driving force behind that is?
I have no idea, to be honest. But yeah, when I'm skating, I definitely do want to keep on trying to do tricks that women's never done before, even men's never done before, and try to see how far the limit can go.
How do you feel when you see that next generation coming through? Do you feel any pressure on that?
Not really pressure. It's kind of just like amazement, to be honest. Makes me inspired to want to do better. I've been really trying to get some new tricks lately. Yeah, do some stuff that people never really seen me do before.
So, quick fire round. Favorite trick to land at a competition?
Switch flip.
Hardest trick that you're working on right now?
Backtail big flip.
Okay. One skater you'd love to session with?
Justin Summer.
Good choice.
Such good style.
Pizza or pasta after a skate?
Pasta.
Describe your skateboarding in one word.
I'll say chill, I guess.
Okay.
I try to be chill.
Rails or ledges?
Rails.
Front side or back side?
Front side.
So you're an amazing skateboarder, really good surfer. Have you ever tried curling?
No, I've seen it, but I haven't tried it yet. Best out of one. Oof. All right.
Oof. So this is the tester.
Oh, that's not bad.
You've not done this before, no?
He's nervous. Oof. No.
It's not looking good. See, some would say that wasn't very good, but that's a blocker. Now, if I hit that, I'm going to put you in the bullseye, so I'm going to have to kind of swerve.
Good
just
job.
Absolutely ruined
Good job.
myself.
Oh.
Are you taking the mic now?
Not bad.
Oh.
Does that
No
count
way,
if
bro.
it's upside down?
What? Good game. Wow.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just felt like karma. Damn. I'll stick to skating.
That was so fun to hang out with Chloe. Little curling arena just by the side of the skate park. It's such a great place to be in Rome. So women's are warming up right now, and I'm sure our judges need a lie down after what just happened in our men's final. And you can see a esteemed panel of skateboarding legends headed up by JB Gillet. And Ryan actually got a chance to catch up with Corey Duffel a little bit earlier.
I do feel as me being a judge does bring a credibility to the booth, because when these guys look up and they could say, some of them who do know could be like, oh, that's the Duff Man up there. Some of the younger kids, even if they don't know who I am, if they ask their coach or somebody, one of the older skateboarders, you can see that I actually have like some receipts, you know, because as always, I think it's the standing on the shoulders of giants. Without the guys before, like in the 90s, the dudes I looked up to, myself, you know, it's like some of this stuff doesn't happen. And I'm not trying to compare myself ever to these guys, but it's the past that has dictated where this has come.
I'm down here with Judge Corey Duffel, and we're gonna get into a little bit of talking about some stuff about the judging. The girls have been going crazy with all these switch tricks coming in, and I just wanna know, do you think that the girls are gonna have to keep pushing on these switch tricks to get those high scores that they're getting?
I want to say the switch tricks are awesome to see right now, because as we know, skateboarding is all about progression, and we see the woman doing these moves right now, like switch Smith grind on a handrail. Switch Smiths are incredibly hard. You would know. You and your brother both would know. That's a difficult trick. There's so much error that can go wrong with it. Clipping on the way up. Do I feel that good skateboarding, good scores only have to be switched? That is not true at all. It's just some groundbreaking stuff, because we're seeing women do it for the first time ever in history. So that's very exciting to see. A switch tail slide on the hubba in a run. That's something, first time I've ever seen it. We saw Paige try a switch Smith grind on a bump to bar, you know, in Switzerland and the Olympics. It hasn't happened yet. And now to see it on an actual legit handrail type situation, yeah, that's why we saw the score that we saw.
Girls have been going crazy, pushing the switch levels. We're seeing switch nose grinds getting attempted on these gnarly rails, switch Smiths going down, so the level just keeps going up, and it's awesome to see.
Yeah, a frontside blunt slide to start off a run, and a switch 50-50 on the big hubba in your run. That's stuff that, yeah, next level type skating.
Let's have a look back at yesterday's women's semifinals. Thank you, Corey.
Absolutely.
Women's semi-finals showed that consistency is the new currency for LA 28. The days of wildcard shattering expectations are over. The established stars have fortified their positions, ensuring that the climb to California will be steep for anyone trying to break through. 3 skaters from Heat 1 progressed into today's final. China's Chenxi Cui and Japan's Mei OZEKI started the day in positions 1 and 3 of that heat, and held these positions with rock-solid performances. Only resurgent American Paige Heyn bucked the trend by advancing from 15th at the start of semi-finals to 7th position.
Paige coming in, we're going to see the switch front Smith, yes we are! Wow!
A never-been-done switch frontside Smith grind in the women's series brought the roars from the crowd and sparked the evening into life. Losing out to those 3 advancing into the top 8 was Momiji Nishia, who had a straight-up nightmare. Having done the hard part, Ibuki Matsumoto succumbed to wheel bites upon landing during best trick, which ruined her chances to make her 4th finals in a row. Staying with luck, albeit the bad kind, was Brazil's Gabi Mazzetto and Spain's Daniela Terol. They were both bumped out of contention by last rolls of the dice from Japan's Yumeka Oda and Australian Chloe Covell, both out of the game before doing minor magic tacks with their last chances. After 2 bailed runs, Chloe in particular pulled an ace from the bottom of the deck with the last card of the night. Something she did during the Kitakyushu finals, putting us and herself through the ringer once again. A fast and furious best trick section full of thrills and spills in equal measure made for a super exciting crescendo. Performance of the night, Korea's Jiyul Shin, who slipped under the radar by being next up after Brazilian superstar Rayssa Leal for a stealth storm. 2 full runs and 2 best tricks over 80 points each, putting her in pole position for tonight. Ryan, I am so excited for what we're going to get to see go down on this course in our women's finals.
Yeah, these ladies are so gnarly. I think watching them gets my heart rate just the highest out of anything. So I'm excited.
Before we get started, though, let's have a chat about fellow teammate Evie Pritchard.
Yeah, Evie, she's the best.
What is it that Evie's doing?
My name is Evie Pritchard. I'm 13 and I'm skating for the Canadian national team. Building my path as a Canadian skater, it's just like super cool. I love to inspire kids and girls to get into skating. I love just skating with everyone, meeting new people. It's really fun. I do think it's really important to have like friends to skate with, your coaches, people around you to motivate you. I couldn't do it without my parents, like my sponsors and everyone. And Maddie, who comes to these World Skate Contests and helps me through a lot of things.
That's so sick.
I really enjoyed myself in Japan, and it was my first World Skate.
Smith grind on the rainbow rail. This run is looking like it's got nearly everything in the mix.
I managed to do basically what I wanted to do, so I was just like super glad about getting in the top 20, which was really good.
Frontside 50.
She's got to be hyped with that. This is her first big contest.
That was awesome.
I definitely want to try to be creative, and also I'm definitely just trying to work on being consistent so I can get my lines together and also my difficulty, because all the girls out there are trying some really hard tricks, and yeah, I want to do that too. My goals for right now and in the future are definitely just to keep having fun, skating with everyone, try to improve, learn new things.
Legend in the making, Evie Pritchard, come on now, we're gonna recognize.
And I'm really glad I get to keep coming to these World Skates and just keep improving overall.
Women's finals starts now, so get yourselves strapped in and prepare for a mind-blowing show. The lights are on and the stands are full. It is certainly going to be one for the books. So final minute of warm-up for our women's finalists out here at the Parco del Colopio, Rome. Here's our start list. First rider out will be Yumeka Oda from Japan. Paige pushing the limits of switch skateboarding out there, but big superstar Rayssa Leal in the middle of the mix, but someone that got through just on her tiptoes was Chloe COVELL. You can never rule out Chenxi CUI, but Jiyul SHIN is on such a high level at the moment, isn't she, Ryan?
Yeah, I mean, all of these girls are on super high level. It's kind of anybody's game right now. Whoever really puts down a strong run early is going to be helpful. They might be able to then do a step-up run and then go into that best trick section just relaxed.
So trying to relax themselves right now, Japan's Yumeka Oda. Just shaking those nerves off. It's so hard to be the first skater. But she is a very seasoned competitor. And starting her first run of 3. Oh, missing a front feeble and getting away with a front side board slide. That is so gnarly. Pure competition stay on right there.
I mean, that'll happen about 1 in 100 times when you do a front feeble and you sit there and your weight is kind of still right and you hold on and your toes dragging on the rail, and it's a scary feeling. I can't imagine how it felt on that long rail, but she's still just holding on right now.
Well, yeah. And skating to Mark Johnson's tune as well. Someone we lost very recently and did a lot for skateboarding. We love you, Mark.
Huge influence.
Kickflip backside 50-50. Getting it done on that last trick, and all smiles. Look, she knows how lucky she was to get away with that front
she just
feeble.
escaped death right there.
So look at this. I bet her wheels were bouncing off the rail.
Was dragging down the whole rail. Otherwise, she would have slipped out and just not landed that.
Who'd have thought that your toe dragging on the rail would have been the savior of that? There's the kickflip backside 50-50. Again, we are seeing the real-time advancement of women's skateboarding. That level is going up and up. Every time we see them compete, throwing in those tricks. Kickflip backside 50-50 used to be one of the best tricks in that section of the competition.
100%.
Now it's in as the last trick of the run.
Yeah, and she just basically nailed that whole run except for the first trick, and the judges are going to take that into account. They know that she can get that run. They know she's got 2 more tries. So just waiting for her score.
Yeah, this is setting the standard, 73.47. She's happy with that and still feeling very lucky that she didn't get caught up on that front board. Okay, Paige Heyn up next. Someone who is at the forefront of taking that level further and further in women's skateboarding. Oh, missing the kickflip there. Going to be disappointed. Little smile on her face then.
And it's actually pretty quick when you land that rail and then you try to do a trick on that bump to bump right there. You actually have only 1 second to jump in your feet into position and then do your, as she tried to kickflip. So, her flick could have been off just a little bit by not getting her feet in the right place there.
And this being the 5th time out here, and that being said, Ryan, anyone can come here and skate this course at any time. It's here all year round. Does that help when you know that it's a quick course in certain areas? Are you able to remember that and come here with a different game plan that maybe you had before?
I mean, yeah, you can definitely prepare yourself for that by, going practicing at certain parks where you're, working on your quick feet stuff, trick up, trick down, land the rail, trick right after, etc. But, it's never really the same until you're actually here.
Okay, Mei Ozeki, run 1 of 3. Our second Japanese skater. Looking round, waiting for that go-ahead from our course manager. Oh, no! Just not getting on her board. Has the timer started?
No. The timer does not start until both of your feet are on the board.
That might have just shook those nerves off, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Gap out, backside lip slide. No, kicking the board away. So disappointing for Mei right now. Sprinting over to get up that big flat bank and roll back in. This is how Mei skates, like this. Boom. Gap over to feeble grind. Straight into the kickflip. I love the way she rolls in. Spent a lot of time, obviously, skating transition to be able to get speed and access to the gap tricks, Ryan.
Yeah, I love how she just is literally just ripping across the course, doing that gap feeble earlier and then kick flipping right up easily. She's just getting across the course faster than the other women, it looks like.
Yeah, really exciting and just missing the time. We've said it time and time again, the trifecta of disappointment when you miss a trick.
Yeah.
1, it's taking the time away. 2, the mental game as well, right?
And 3, that you're losing energy, recovering and running around, whereas when you land your trick and you're just flowing, you're literally coasting and it takes no effort.
The trifecta trashing trauma when you miss a trick. But some people, they just get back up. The likes of Nigel, they're like, yeah, doesn't matter, I'm now going to land everything.
Yeah, and when you do mess something up, you got to grab your board quick, run like as fast as you can and throw it down and just pretend nothing happened.
38.84 coming in for Mei's run 1 of 3. 3 scores on the board now as we take it to one of the most well-known skateboarders in the world right now. The amazing Rayssa Leal from Brazil. super consistent, super styly as well. It's not just what she does, it's where she does it.
Yeah, like that back lip all the way from the top. We're not seeing the other ladies doing that.
But even the way that Rayssa pushes is different. Oh, wow, not getting that kickflip round. Saw her practicing a few of those earlier today, but we saw it yesterday where she missed that and just stepped it straight into the kickflip frontside blunt slide just to make up for it. That's how she skates. The front blunt slide down that 2 flat 2, square rail. Styling the 360 flip up that Wembley gap. We're back in for the final hit. Backside tail slide, styly, chilled. That is what we know Rayssa for, right?
Yeah.
Everything seems to be not a bother to her.
I mean, just the way that when she lands a trick on her board, how she absorbs, where her feet are on the board, right over the bolts, and just light on her feet all the time, allowing her to not get wheel bite and ride away.
Well, we saw her burst onto the scene with that video of her doing the heel flip with the butterfly wings on.
Was that a decade ago now or what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she's gone from strength to strength, but not making this full line, but adding an extra run in this final. We only saw 2 runs in the semi-finals, followed up by 3 tricks. Now it's 3 runs, followed up by 3 tricks. As we wait for Rayssa's first score, 58.85, respectable score with a bail there. Okay, was in last place and pipped up into 4th place, moving Rayssa down in the qualifications. This young phenom from Australia, Chloe Covell. Nose grind to start things off. Suski grind, it's things like that. She could just do a backside 5-0, backside 50-50, but choosing to do a trick that no one else is doing, just like that switch kickflip as well.
Yeah, and stylish tricks, you know, everybody loves when you put a little bit of flavor in something.
Sprinkling a little something special on it. There's the back Smith and the crooked grind. Getting a powerful push in as she comes towards the step up. Backside tail slide. We know she can kickflip into that one as well. So taking this first run nice and chilled, right? Big frontside feeble to end it off. So Chloe's playing a clever game.
Yeah.
Getting a full run down, seeing that other people are maybe having an issue getting their runs done in the first round. Then she's going to start adding. You know, we know she can do the nose grind nollie flip. We know she can do the kick flip backside tail slide on the step up rail. She's playing an easy, comfortable game because we've seen it so many times in the past where she hasn't got a good run section score and had to rely heavily on the trick section.
Yeah, and that was a smart move of her. I mean, there's no real such thing as a safety run, but that was about as safe as it'll get for her. And she's going to push it on the next 2 and try to get that score even higher.
Oh, no doubt. 79.39 jumps up into first place. Looking good so far for Chloe Covell. Okay, someone who knows this course and knows competition skateboarding very well is Coco Yoshizawa from Japan. Run 1 of 3 backside Smith grind to start it off. Proper dipped front truck, and it's execution that she's really good at, isn't it?
Yeah, she executes every trick perfectly. That back Smith was absolutely textbook.
Oh! Well, there's the upgrade.
That was
and back
so
tail.
close.
Big spin out the hard way.
Yeah, back tail, front, shove it out. It's a crazy one.
But coming down to that last 15, as we know, it's not just the score that's affected, it's your timing, it's the amount of energy you have to expend to get back up, and you can see she's not wasting any energy at all, just getting a nice trick done, getting a repetition in, and just ending the run on a high.
And I don't think she was holding back. Her plan looks like
attack,
all in. I'm gonna win or nothing.
Yeah. Well, we said earlier on, you know, there's 2 ways to see this final, and with 3 runs in there, you kind of have a little bit of comfort to attack and just go for that one big run.
Right.
And then we see the opposite of that, Chloe just cruising around and getting a full run to build on.
Yeah, smart.
Chenxi Cui up next out of China. Has the kickflip melons, but also has those very, very needed switch tricks. Starting off with the styling backside lip slide all the way down that bump to rail. Big frontside ollie. You can see from that shot right there just how high that step-up rail is.
Yeah, it's tall to pop up there on pretty much anything.
Kickflip melon, not quite getting all the way over there, but landing with a lot of speed and rolling straight back in. It's a back-to-back barrage of tricks, but just getting away there with 10 seconds left. This is going to really hurt her run. Switch front tail to end it. Probably the best one she's done so far.
And still got it in time, even with that little fumble after the front feeble. So that was good. I mean, is that a bail or is that not a, like, you know, where did the judges put that?
Well, we'll see it from the judges because, you know, it's rare, but we have been wrong in the past.
Yeah.
You know, it technically wasn't so much of a bail, jumped off the board a little bit. We're going to see right here. Maybe just hit into the side of the stairs there with nowhere to go.
Stairs, yeah.
It will affect the score though, right?
I mean, yeah, they would maybe dock a little bit for flow, I think.
Oh, he's locked on the board.
Still
from Team China. 68.95 coming through. Great score, but can definitely be improved to be a bit cleaner.
Yeah.
Okay. First place qualifier through to our finals yesterday. Jiyul Shin is on top form out here in Rome, and this is run 1 of 3. Backside 50-50 after hitting that long rail. It seems to me that Jiyul has really paid attention to the judging criteria. Her execution is great, and it seems like she's said, okay, I need to stand out from the crowd by doing tricks a little bit differently, and that frontside tail slide out forward is one of them, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. We don't usually see that coming out regular. Oh.
Missing the kickflip back lip. And landed both runs yesterday. And all the tricks, I believe.
Yeah,
huge.
She had a...
Oh, no, missed the last trick.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, did she have a flawless day yesterday?
Nearly. Very nearly, which is super impressive at the level that she's skating at.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a skater, that's what you're trying to do in this contest. You're trying to get out there and not miss a single trick during when it counts.
And not give any room for the judges to score you down at all.
Yeah, no
so that
sketchy
means
stuff.
Execution has to be perfect. You've got to use all of the course and try and get around this huge course in 45 seconds.
Yep.
And then you've got to up things. We're seeing switch skateboarding, we're seeing flips in, flips out. It is bonkers to be able to skateboard at this level. Okay, runs 2 of 2. We're back to the top of the heat with Yumeka Oda. Dropping straight in, coming in to clean up the front feeble. There it is. Perfect on that one. Getting a lovely kickflip afterwards. Do you reckon she was a bit nervous dropping in then?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I was kind of nervous for her for a second, and then I realized, nah, she's so good at this.
Yeah, front feeble is one of her tricks. Been at the forefront of that maneuver. And that one right there, kickflip frontside board slide, like it was nothing. Making her way all around the course really well. Yumeka knows exactly what it takes to get onto that podium. Kickflip, just missing the 50 there.
And yeah.
You jumped out your skin again then.
Yeah, I know. Her legs were a little gassed maybe and just didn't get the back truck up there. It can be scary when that stuff happens.
For sure. Making her way off the course. We'll be relying on that run one score of 73.47. She knows that it's going to be a big upgrade to get the front feeble done clean. See that 53.48 come through for her as we go back down to Team USA and Paige HEYN. Currently in 8th place, 25.69. Rolling in for run number 2 of 3. Frontside Smith grind to start things off. Oh, missing that kickflip. What's going on there, Ryan?
It's just what I was saying before about that quick setup after the rail. You land that rail and you literally have 1 second to jump your foot into the kickflip. And once it's in that spot, you can't fix it if it's not in the right spot. So it might not have been in the right spot that she wanted it to be in. And, you know, she tried to probably adapt and adjust, and it just feels awkward trying to kickflip in the where your front foot's not in the right spot, and you're like, oh man, I guess I'm gonna have to try, but it just might not work that easy, you know?
So would you suggest to her now, hey, that's not working out for you, skip it. Maybe hit the hubba and walk away from it, but it's very hard as a skateboarder to do that, isn't it?
Yeah, and I don't skate with her enough to know.
Okay, Mei OZEKI, run 2 of 3, fell on that first run, looking to get a full pull on this one. Back lip and a frontside nose grind, oh, straight down, but running back onto the board. Check out this rolling, all power, boom, to get that speed, to get out to the gap to feeble grind. There's a reason no one else is doing that one.
Yeah, and that is a sick combination right there to land that gap feeble with enough speed to do the kickflip up.
Frontside Smith grind. You saw her setting up for the next trick nearly before she'd landed that. Back 50 popping out. Looks like she's kind of lost a bit of momentum on this one. Going to be after time on this. But going to get a little warm up on the front lip anyway. OZEKI run 2 of 3. It's going to come down to her 3rd and final run. We're seeing that for quite a few of our skaters. We've got Rayssa in 4th place with a 58.85, and then it's 40s, 30s, and 20s on the way down to 8th place right now.
Yeah, and getting that first run solid, something in there like what Chloe did, seems like a good strategy right now.
Yeah, it's certainly seen her out on that 1st place position. But with Rayssa coming up next without a full pull, she can't get too confident and comfortable, can she?
Nobody's comfortable yet.
It may well come down to last tricks in the trick section, but let's hand the course over for run 2 of 3 for Rayssa Leal. Straight in with a big backside lip slide, holding it all the way down with those shoulders. Backside 5-0 to back it up. Oh, nose blunt slide there. It's looking good. So she switched the trick up. That's not working for her, the kickflip front board, right?
Yeah, that was a super veteran move right there to go, okay, the kickflip front board's been giving me a little bit of trouble yesterday. And oh, well, she tried to bring it to that rail, so I guess I'm just going to eat my words right now.
Well,
but it did not work out for her though. So.
Yeah, but she's just saying it's not working on that obstacle. Doesn't mean it won't work elsewhere, and it would be an upgrade by doing it on that square rail, because the judges know that it's high, long, and not a nice rail to skate.
That's true. You are right. In fact, she's got enough pop to just get it up into there and is impressive.
Well, she's got the pop. She's got a really good flick on her front foot as well, so she gets that ability to kickflip into tricks. Okay, it is a really good opportunity right now for Chloe Covell to put a lot of pressure on the rest of the heat, isn't it, Ryan?
Oh, yeah.
I think she's just going to push it further and further, starting off with the nose grind. She just needs one slight upgrade. This is run 2 of 3, and she could do this run after run and just keep pushing that lead a little bit further away from everyone else.
Exactly. So just setting the bar a little bit more each run. staying solid. She's looking great right now.
Well, it's a nice position to be in. Seems to be just reeling them off right now. Are we going to see the upgrade? Foot certainly in the position. Kickflip back to the tail side. Getting away. But look at her smiling as she runs off. Oh, well, it's all good. I'm still in the lead.
Yeah. And she knows she's got another run to, you know, get that kickflip back tail. Oh.
Yeah, you see that front
I see
foot?
a bit of a crystal ball there.
Yeah. Ollie into that cross lock 50-50. You got one truck locked against one wheel, the other truck locked against the other wheel. You see her front foot just moving over, just saying, hey, you know what? I can kickflip out of that whatever I want. Don't get too comfortable, ladies.
Yeah. 55.95 there for Chloe on her second one. She's going to throw that one in the trash.
Okay, Coco Yoshizawa down in 7th place, 42.34. 2 last runs to get it done. Backside Smith trying to start things off. Just rolling that kickflip over. Up to back tail, going again. She's not holding back, is she, Ryan?
No, and I mean, if I was coaching her, I would say, hey, let's get this run. Don't worry about that trick. It's an awesome trick, but it is finicky, and it is difficult to front shove it out of a back tail off of something so low like that.
Oh, it really is.
So
that front blunt getting away, but we know she knows how to get it done. Got a first out in Budapest at the OQS event. 5th last year in Rome. 3rd in Shanghai as well, so getting on that podium. She knows that with the field of skaters that are on the course and what their ability is, especially in the trick section, she can't hold back. And it's going to come down to that 3rd and final run. Chenxi Cui up next. 79.40 for first. Currently in 3rd place, run 2 of 3. Starting it off nice and chilled with the backside lip slide.
she's one of my favorites to watch. She's just like the definition of a ripper. She goes fast. She's progressing all the time. You can tell she's riding the edge of what's comfortable for her, and that's what's going to get the progression further and further.
It really is. We know she can get the upgrade on that one. I thought we might have seen the 180 version, but maybe holding it.
Oh, running to the other side.
Again.
That rail is just, it's a little tall for her, I can tell, and it's a little long, and then you land and you really have a narrow target to roll up and not run into stairs there.
Oh, taking it to the shins on the kickflip 50-50 down the harbor. That was gnarly, but straight back up. She's a tough cookie.
Dude, she's so tough. I've seen her take some of the gnarliest slams, and the very first time I ever saw her, she was just slamming, going for a really big kickflip back 50, and you know, she's just progressing, getting better, not afraid of the concrete.
45.62, she definitely isn't afraid. First time I saw her, she had scabs on her face out in Japan. I was like, this kid's here and not messing around. Okay, Jiyul Shin, currently in 5th place, 45.13. Not a full pull yet on the board, and it's run 2 of 3 for her right now. Front blunt to start things off. That's going to be a nice, good feeling trick to start off with. Kick flip up the step up. Bit of time in between that. I feel like we could have maybe seen another trick. Frontside tail slide coming out forward. When you were planning out runs, were you planning to start on a banger and end on a banger, Ryan?
Oh no!
That was a harsh one right there. Kick flip, backside lip slide. You never know whether you're on it until you know whether you're on the floor. Getting back up right now. Looks like she's okay. That's why they got the helmets on out there. This course is taking no prisoners out here in our finals.
Oh, that's super unfortunate.
Jewel's going to have to just recenter and rely on that 3rd and final run. And Japan's Yumeka Oda dropping in right now for third and final run. Front feeble, you see that back toe, Ryan? That is the control point for her on the front feeble, isn't it?
Yeah, for everyone. You got to have that back toe hanging over and right above the wheel to hold the front feeble, and just missing that crook nollie flip out, little over flip.
Certainly trying to upgrade that run one score. Maybe just going to try something out right now.
Oh!
Wow! How good was that? Kickflip frontside feeble.
I mean, if she keeps up this rate of progression, we can just put her in the men's event.
For sure.
Crook nollie flip on the bump to rail and kickflip front feeble across that, and, you know, a couple other nice moves, and she'd be up there.
I mean, that gap really is closing, isn't it?
It is closing.
So staying with that 73.47, no doubt, for Yumeka Oda. Looking good in second place, but we're yet to see a full pull from Rayssa, Jiyul, Mei, Coco, and our next rider, Paige HEYN. It's all coming down to third and final run for the majority of our finalists. There it is, getting the kickflip done this time. Stamping onto the no stall to get in position for this switchboard slide. Right, it's looking good so far for Paige. Frontside 50-50. Looking eager to get over to the other side of the park. Here comes the second switch trick of her run, and switch skateboarding, especially in the women's division, is looking so important, Ryan.
Yeah, and I think Paige is probably the most comfortable switch. Just the way that she switch pushes right there before this.
Wow.
And yeah, she's the closest, in my opinion, to an ambidextrous women's skater.
Yeah, it really is. Legend Alexis Sablone in there, all smiles, clapping. Laid the pavement down for some of these female skaters to skate on. Legends all over the place out here in Rome. And one of them on the course right now, Paige HEYN. Frontside Smith grind to start things off. Chilling on the 50-50, but it switched around right here. Switch frontside board slide, and then came back with the switch frontside 50-50. That's a big risk, but a big reward. Surely going to come from the judges, Ryan.
Yeah, I mean, switch onto that rail off that bump is super gnarly, especially just to do it at the end of your run.
65.67 sees Paige now in fourth place. Our next skater up out of Japan, Mei Ozeki.
She was getting pumped up right there for a second.
Keen to get straight in. One of the smallest people on the course, yet that doesn't hold her back, does it? She's doing some of the biggest maneuvers like this one. Powerful roll in, gap out to feeble grind. She was so chilled on that ride. You see, she just locked in and was like, yep, done again.
Yeah, she's great. And being small is not necessarily a disadvantage. I mean, you have a lower center of gravity, so that could be helpful.
15 seconds left on the clock, coming in back 50, ollieing out early and eyeing up this last trick. Timing's looking good so far. It's going to come down to this last trick of her run for Mei Ozeki. Frontside lip slide,
there we go.
Pole. You can hear the crowd going wild for her then. Big screams out there, coach is happy. And you've got to be stoked. You come out here and don't land a full pull in the finals, you're going to be hanging your head low, aren't you? You want to at least, no matter where you finish in the competition, you want to get that full pull in this section of the competition.
Yeah, that was her last run, so she pulled it in the clutch, you know?
Yeah, showing full skill and ability right there, and ending it on the frontside lip slide. Yumeka hyped for her as well.
That's awesome to see.
They're a tight team, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Eyes locked on the board. Thumbs up. Really keen to see this score come in from our judges. Current currently in 7th place. Here we go. Maybe saying, why are they taking so long? They've got to make sure that Mei is positioned perfectly on that board, scoring to ranking. You know, the points are there just as a tool to put the person in the right order on the heat relative to all of the other skaters.
That is correct, yep. But the coach is writing down the score.
Always.
Notes will be taken, so the judges are making sure they're going to get the right score because they're taking notes.
68.11 sees Paige HEYN move down to 5th, and Mei OZEKI is now in 4th place. Okay, 3rd and final chance for the young Brazilian. Rayssa Leal needs a full pull to have any chance of getting on to that podium position. 58.85, highest score so far. Here we go. We see that big backlift to start things off.
And you know Brazil is on their feet right now at home in South America. They're tuned in.
Yeah, always loads of passion with the Brazilian skaters. You can see the disappointment there as she stood back up, missing that nose blunt slide. One I've seen her do so many times today. Oh, missing the crooked grind. It's got away from her. She's saying, thank you very much. It's not going to be my day out here in Rome today. But always amazing to see Rayssa pushing the limits of what's possible in women's skateboarding.
Yeah, I'm surprised that we didn't see her get a full one there. I mean, it's tough, but I think she knew Chloe had that first run, then had room to just step it up, so she saw like, uh-oh, I gotta maybe reach here.
Well, someone who's very happy with putting that full pull down on the first run is this young Australian right here, Chloe COVELL. 3rd and final run. I'd like to see a couple of upgrades on this one, Ryan. There's the Suski after Aaron Suski. Front sub 180. We're going to see another switch flip. She's got those so good. Catches them really high, doesn't she?
Yeah, just absolutely beautiful switch flip. Leveled out nicely always.
So it's worth saying, this is going to be hard to ignore, isn't it? Her putting another run down and just showing the rest of the field that she's on form today. And are we going to see the upgrade in run?
Oh,
yes, we are!
Man.
Chloe COVELL, frontside 50-50, kickflip out in the run section. That means we're in for some new special stuff from Chloe in the trick section, right?
I bet we are. This is the finals. She already did her 50-50 kickflip right there, so she can't use that anymore.
Extremely smart skateboarding from Chloe. That lead is just going to be extended a little bit more, and it's going to be very, very hard for anyone to catch her up and get that first place position away from her. And it's not over till it's over, though.
I mean, she has so many tricks that she could do for the best trick section. She could, you know, she could do a trick on the rail. She could do a trick down the gap. She could do a trick on the hubba. It's all there for her. She's been progressing so much lately in these, even just the past 6 months.
But not just progressing on skill and ability. 86.84 and pushing that lead even further. Quite a gap now between her and Yumeka. Coco YOSHIZAWA yet to get a full run, but we know this could shake up that leaderboard if she does, Ryan.
Oh, of course.
Straight in for the backside Smith grind. So consistent on that and so comfortable.
Yeah, the way she pops up onto that back Smith is just like, she doesn't pop too high, she doesn't pop too low. Oh, and just
on Move on that 42.34, but running out of time. Oh, it must be so nice to be that consistent at the big spin front board on that obstacle. In the crowd, Sky and Ocean Brown making it out here.
Yeah, right on.
Saw Sky taking the win out in Ostia earlier in the week.
Yeah.
Showing support here in Rome today.
Both of them are incredible. I've been seeing them showing up at the local skate park over by me, just killing it.
33.39 coming through. Next up we have China's Chenxi Cui. Currently in third place, 68.95 is the highest score so far. Looking to get another full pull, but going to need a bigger upgrade to be able to close that gap. There's quite the spacing between the top three right now. Frontside blunt slide on the step-up rail. I think maybe going to need to upgrade this kickflip melon. No, choosing to go with the straight one again. Where do you think the upgrade's going to come from?
I think she just wants to not run into these stairs right here.
There we go, getting it done this time.
Yeah, here we go.
Kickflip 50-50. Oh, just couldn't absorb the impact right there. Bouncing back up onto her feet. Missing that third and final run. We'll be relying on the 68.95 score, which is good enough for third. We have seen quite the upset here so far in our women's finals. So many bailed runs. That shows just how high this level of skateboarding is. It's really hard to stay on, and someone who's in a treacherous spot right now, but could easily jump way up the leaderboard, is Jiyul Shin. 45.13 for run one. This is her third and final chance. Backside 50-50 after taking it down that long rail. How do you think Jiyul's dealing with that pressure right now? It can't be ignored, can it?
No, she's got the pressure on, and she just missed that kickflip up the step up. Super unfortunate. It's annoying to miss a trick like that, just kind of an easy trick that is just kind of there to connect the dots. And
yeah, we're seeing a completely different skater today than we saw yesterday. She was pretty much impossible to beat. She was just landing everything, but maybe just dealing with the pressure of being in finals is a little bit too much, Ryan.
I mean, yesterday was also such a long day for all these skaters, and it was extremely hot. I mean, I was drained just standing here announcing. I mean, that's got to say something.
29.82, so staying with that 45.13 from run number one. See the disappointment right there, but coaches are in there making sure she's okay and saying, right, recenter, refocus. Okay, you might not win this thing now, but we're on the road to LA 28. Every point counts. This is where all of the scoring starts on the way to LA. So our current standings, Coco Yoshizawa down there in 8th place. But our top three, Chenxi Cui, Yumeka Oda, and Chloe Covell, what are they going to have to do to be able to close that gap and knock Chloe Covell off of that first place position, Ryan?
They're going to have to get some huge scores in this best trick section. I mean, Chloe is up there by 13 points, and that is a lot. So it's going to be tough to really knock her off there unless she doesn't land one of these best tricks.
And I started saying it earlier, Chloe hasn't just evolved as a skateboarder with her tricks, she's evolved in how she's approached the competition this time. We're seeing a different Chloe out here in Rome as we saw last year.
Yeah, and Chloe really she doesn't have to go crazy straight out the gates. I think it would be smart for her to just get something in the bag to make all these other ladies work hard to get their stuff and then go for something else. But, you know, Chloe doesn't like holding back, and it's not as fun to hold back. It's more fun to go out there and try the hard stuff and get that super satisfactory riding away from, oh, I can't believe I did it. So I know Chloe, and we'll see what she does. I know she's out there to have fun, but I know she also wants to win. So,
well, we saw her get that frontside, blindside, big spin out in Kitakyushu. Looks like she's eyeing that one up on the big long rail, Ryan.
Yeah, and I think this rail to do that trick on, since it is mellower than the Kitakyushu one, it should be easier technically, but you never know. The bump onto it could make it harder.
And as we've mentioned, it's the road to LA starting here in Rome. Chloe Covell's looking very comfortable at the moment. Every point is going to matter because it's here that we start adding those points for the Olympics. So last few seconds of practice, and every skater that hasn't got a complete run, every trick is important, right?
Oh yeah, totally. And a lot of these women are kind of at the point where they're battling in a lower range, not with, you know, Chloe's high run score is going to change things for her, but these other women that have the lower run scores are kind of going to be battling against each other for those other podium positions possibly too.
So first one out of the gate, we have Yumeka Oda doing some visualizations. I think her board's going to be flipping. She's saying, come on crowd, get behind her. Dropping in straight into trick number 1 of 3. And it's a big one to start things off, Ryan. Kickflip, frontside 50-50. Where did that come from?
She's taking a page out of Ibuki's book and showing her how to do it first try.
Wow, that's a big moment right now for Yumeka Oda, currently in second place, 73.47. You know what? There is a chance that Chloe doesn't make it. You know, there could be 3 bails, which would see her now stay firmly in first place, but we're going to have to see. I very much doubt it though, but 81.68 coming through, and the first landed trick of our tricks section. And we're taking it over to Paige HEYN next. That familiar position, and dropping in switch stance. Switch frontside Smith right, just saw the shoulders rotate round, and that's a classic thing that happens when you're landing a switch trick straight, isn't it?
Yeah, especially on switch Smiths and switch Feebles, it wants to drag and drop out, turn out, so you got to fight it.
Okay, currently in 4th place, Mei Ozeki, 68.11 on the board, looking to get this first trick done. Kickflip, 5-0 coming in. It's a long way down for the little lady, but straight back up on her feet and getting a little high five from Yumeka as well. Now going over to Rayssa Leal. We know she shines in this section of the competition. She's going to try and climb up every effort she gets. So trick 1 of 3 for Rayssa Leal. Backside, tailside, shove it, absolutely perfect. And you can see there, she's landed it and gone, you know what, I can't believe I've just landed one of the best backside, tailside shove-its on the gap to hub I've ever done, and I haven't got the run section to back it up.
Yeah, that was insane.
So, backside tail, shoving it out.
So perfect, so perfect.
Well, look at the time that she chooses to push it out. It's a little bit earlier than the end of the hubba, knowing that the board needs some time to rotate round. I can see a few members of Team Brazil down just beside our commentary booth, dancing and screaming her on. 83.70. And you can see just how important that trick was, because Rayssa Leal is now in second place. Someone who really wants to extend that lead right now is Chloe COVELL from Australia. Trick 1 of 3. I hope this goes down first because I want to see what she's got in her quiver of tricks. And it's happened. Backside front blunt. Big spin out.
First
what
try.
A big, big maneuver right there to start off for Chloe COVELL.
And that was, she picked the right trick for that obstacle. We saw her do that in Kyushu, like you said, on what I would think is a harder obstacle to do it on. So she just nailed it right there. That was smart skateboarding. Also, just, you know, doing the risky hard trick. First try. Great job, Chloe.
Well, she's gone into this with a 13-point lead. It's certainly looking good for her, isn't it? 85.80 coming through.
Whoa, she is up there.
1-7-2-6-4, and nearly 20 points ahead.
That's crazy. She's on another level.
Okay, that's a tough act to follow, but we know Coco Yoshizawa has got some heavy, heavy tricks coming in that comfortable place. Going big spin, frontside board slide, shove it out. There's a lot going on in that trick, isn't there?
Yeah, and that's an amazing trick. Super cool.
Well, you've got to spin the board, get on the rail, then you're just waiting all the way along that long rail to then shove it out. Okay. Up next, we have Chenxi Cui up on that platform. Are we going to see some redemption on the kickflip into the grind on the hubba? We are just about to find out. Kickflip 5.
Oh, wow.
Go! I thought she was going to do the flip 50 and then do the kickflip 5. No, I was wrong.
She locked in crazy on that. I would love to see a replay. Like, it was not
all heel.
It was like a pinched back 5-0 that you do on like a quarter pipe transition. And this is the perfect angle to see that lock.
Yeah, watch the back foot.
Wow.
Hanging on by the wheel alone. Look at that.
That's not supposed to work.
No.
No. She forced that.
Nick Hansen getting the good shot like that. King of the filmers. 83.83 coming through for Chenxi Cui, but that sees her sitting into third place, and Rayssa Leal going down into fourth. Jiyul Shin, trick 1 of 3. We know she's got some big moves.
Yeah, I don't know what she's going to go for right here. Let's see.
Bump to rail, kickflip frontside, board slide, first go. She landed a little bit front heavy on that.
Yeah, it almost looked just like the one from yesterday.
Go with what you know. Check this out. So, saying she landed a little bit front heavy, that back foot away from the bolts, away from the tail, and getting nearly in the middle of the board, but just absorbed it and said, nah, that's coming with me.
Yeah, that might be just how she does it, and I don't like doing kickflip front boards, but that might be a technique where she can actually put her foot on the rail and save herself.
81.76, saying Jiyul up into 5th place now. This is really shuffling around. Yumeka, look at that score for first, Ryan, 99.18. Going for front blunt shove. She knows it's going to be up there. Big scores coming in.
Yeah.
But a 99 and change for first is almost unobtainable, right?
Yeah, 99's kind of unrealistic.
And she has the second highest run score, so I think that means Chloe's got it in the bag already, which is crazy. Switch front Smith. At this point, I want to see her do it again. NBD yesterday, no one's done a switch front Smith off that kick into rail. No one. Men,
no.
Women, anyone.
No. I do that trick, and I wouldn't want to do it on that.
Yeah, it's so intimidating. Mei Ozeki, trick 2 of 3. 68.11 on the board. She can improve, and going for the kickflip 5-0. Well, she knows what score she's going to get because we saw Chenxi get it done. But just slipping away. It's going to come down to that third and final trick for her as we go over to Rayssa Leal. I just saw Roger Mancha walk across from the judges area to tell her something. I guess he's done some maths and said, hey, you just need this to podium. Second, 96.31. Third, 93.94.
I wonder what trick he called out for her.
Well, we're just about to find out. Asking for some crowd participation. Big 360 kickflip down the big gap. That's a heavy move.
I would have loved to see that. I never see the ladies do that.
I really want to see that. Okay, you see our current leader, Chloe COVELL. She's going to be feeling very, very confident right now, eyeing up the nose grind. You see that locked in over crook and just trying a nollie flip there. We've seen it before. This could be a big moment for Chloe. Oh, it's got away from her. Balance was slightly off. Didn't get her foot into the right position either. Nose grind, nollie flip out.
I mean, at this point, she's almost kind of playing with house money.
Yep.
And just having fun.
Well, we're quite close to finding out how this final is going to end up for her as we see trick 2 of 3 for Coco YOSHIZAWA. Big spin front board. That almost looked like she was going to kickflip out then.
I thought the shove it out was happening for sure right there, and then the rail just stuck at the very, very end.
I think she's going to need to apply a little bit of wax to her board to get that thing going.
Yeah.
Rule is, once the competition starts, you can't wax the obstacles anymore. Chenxi CUI, kickflip back on the sit down. Fakey sit down.
Sort of a land.
She's smiling on that one as well. It's going to come down to that third and final trick. The battle between Chenxi and Rayssa right now. Jiyul Shin, second trick of 3. Already got the 81.76 on the board. Wanting to upgrade that score right now. Kickflip, backside tail slide. We saw her iron it up earlier, locked into a couple of them, but I'm yet to see her make it, Ryan.
Yeah, I saw her trying some of those in practice right before and earlier today. Man, she really wants it. I really want to see it go down. Hopefully she can get it.
Okay, we are back to the top of the heat, and for some of our skaters, it's going to come down to this third and final trick. Yumeka Oda currently in second place, 155.15, but like we saw just now, 99.18 for first. Pretty much not going to happen, but she's trying to take that front blunt, shove it away with her, and she's saying thank you very much to our crowd out here. I really, really want to see Paige get this switch frontside Smith again.
Yeah, of course. Such a gnarly trick.
We speak about it a lot, the real-time progression of women's skateboarding. And that frontside Smith popped out like that. That's the best one yet.
Yeah, that one was better than yesterday.
Paige Heyn showing why she's at the top of her game right now and at the forefront of the progression of women's skateboarding with a switch frontside Smith like that. Check out how well she pops out of it. So good, Ryan.
And that just opened the door for her to just keep bringing that trick to the next event and the one after that. And so it's going to keep going up from here for her.
Wow, huge score, 84.76, and yet again shows just how important that run section score is. That would have seen her podium for sure.
Yeah, she would have been on the podium if she would have had a better run score.
Mei Ozeki, third and final trick, 68.11. Needs this kickflip 5-0, just getting away from her. Taking a tumble straight on her feet to say thank you very much to the crowd. And walking away with 3 zeros, unfortunately, but the future is very bright for Mei Ozeki.
Yeah, and she bailed like a real professional on that, like rolled and like a gymnast.
Just springing straight back up, right. Third and final trick for Rayssa Leal. 96.31 for second, 93.94 for third. I wouldn't be surprised if she stamps this landing right now. Oh, it came round to the feet, but wasn't landable right there. She's taken a bow, rightly so.
It was just a little bit behind her. She just needed to scoop it out in front a little bit more, and it would have been there without even thinking.
It's got to be very hard right now to not be beaming ear from ear for Chloe. Looking to get in and get that frontside nose grind. Nollie flip out. She wants some crowd participation as always. The crowd has always been behind her since her debut out here in Rome. Nose grind, Nollie flip! Oh! Wow! What on earth is going on right now? Chloe Covell going from strength to strength. She didn't just do a nose grind Nollie flip out. She did it perfect.
Yeah, she's on fire tonight. This is so rad to see. I mean, that's just going to get her even higher up the leaderboard. Not that it really matters at this point, but holy smokes. Awesome performance from Chloe.
Well, you're seeing just why she took first out here at WST Rome 2025 with tricks like this. Perfect foot position on that back foot to flick it off the tail, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that is a trick that, you know, a year or two ago, the men were doing in the best trick section. So she is
Big
closing
smiles,
that gap.
90.17, that is way up there. And that sees Chloe Covell with 177.01 on the board. Look how far ahead she is.
Yeah, this is unreal.
That's a tough act to follow, but Coco Yoshizawa, seasoned pro from Japan, dropping in for her third and final trick here in our women's final. Big spin front board, shove it out! Oh, no, just slipping off the back there. Real close to getting that done, Ryan. I really wanted her to do it.
I really thought that she was doing it because she landed so bolts, but she just, her weight was a little bit back and couldn't hold on.
So, Chenxi Cui, third and final trick. 68.95 from the run section, 83.83 from the trick section. Looking for the upgrade. Backside 180 kickflip melon down the big section. Getting away from her. She'll be finishing the competition with 152.78 on the board. Currently in that third place position. Looking good for a podium. Jiyul Shin, first place qualifier through to her final. We thought she was going to be unbeatable. Her form yesterday was incredible, not getting it together, but last trick right now for her. Kickflip back tail, getting away, but that is the shape of things to come. Skateboarding is in very good hands with the likes of Jiyul Shin. And you can see there, Chloe Covell absolutely over the moon for taking the win out here at the World Cup Rome 2026 Street. The road to LA 28 is looking to be paved with gold for Chloe Covell right now.
Yeah, she's on a really good trajectory and she's killing it. And like I said, she has progressed tremendously even in the past 6 months. So it just keeps going.
But like we mentioned as well, not just in tricks, in approach to the competition. So couldn't come together for Coco Yoshizawa today or Mei Ozeki. Jiyul Shin not repeating the form we saw from her yesterday. Surprisingly, Rayssa Leal down in 5th place. And jumping back up the leaderboard was the amazing Paige Heyn. But our top three, Chenxi Cui with the 152.78. Just below our Japanese rider Yumeka Oda with a 155.15, and taking the win out here in first place position, the young Australian Chloe Covell, 177.01. What an amazing day for Chloe Covell.
Yeah, that was a great day for her, and considering yesterday, almost in tears after not having a good run, and then to do that today.
So here's our top three. Chenxi Cui, 3rd place from China. That frontside blunt slide and finally getting the frontside feeble done. But that run was pretty crazy because she got 3rd with that. All with a controversial bail.
Right, but I mean, it was that switch tail at the end that really just, you know, leveled it up.
Yeah, it shows that it's never over till it's over, and she knew that. I've got to go up there and get the full set of tricks that I wanted, and then missing that frontside feeble was crazy. And to get second place with a run like this for Yumeka Oda is a big moment.
Yeah, and you could tell Yumeka was on fire today, and just like when she missed a couple tricks in one of her runs and then did that kickflip front feeble, it just goes to show how good she really is.
Yeah, I mean, let's not take anything away from this run. It's such a high level, and then to come out with the kickflip frontside 50-50 in the trick section, first go, that really, really shows how powerful she is.
Yeah, that's a gnarly trick. You got to be razor sharp with your
our
kickflip.
Dominant force of the night, Australian Chloe Covell, taking the win out here at the World Cup Rome 2026 Street. Powerful backside Smith grind, and didn't even need the upgrade from that run.
And doing it all, really. Doing one of her best tricks from last night in her run, and then getting the front blunt big spin out on the rail right here. First go in the best trick section. Oh, yeah, well, they're showing the highlight of the nose grind nollie flip, which was the upgraded best trick for her.
Such a big trick to end things off. Well, thank you very much for joining Ryan and I for our street finals out here in Rome. We will see you again for more amazing skateboarding in Paraguay for the World Skate Games in October. We'll see you then.
Fucking up the diagram. Winter overseas, I got some bags that need acquiring. We used to get cash, the checks bigger, so they wire them. Plug talk, fuck the middleman, bring the supplier in. From Italy to Ireland is part of the requirements. Could've joined a union, kid Andrew turned to fireman, but I'm still doing fire shit, adapt to my environment. And now I'm up so high, and I ain't coming down for no man. Oh shit, keep it rolling. Bitches stuck in the motion. Tell them stick to the program. Get kicked like Vince. Your old bosses got no chance. I got both hands wrapped around the game in a choke slam. It turned me from a kid into a grown man. I got my stripes earned, battle tested, mics burned. It takes time being big body, making wide turns.